mobile, I'm over. Wow, to my channel, I do. But I know I never hear that I was a mobile, I'm mobile. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. To my wood, 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 you.
That song got a lot of parables in there. So welcome tonight again to another edition of the Prince Double Show. Tonight we're gonna have Jeremiah Shar. Shar. He's Shar. No, he's not Shar. He's Shar. Shar will get a W, but he got R to the end. So we are gonna be with our brother for the next 1 hour. Jeremiah and myself will have a discussion tonight. We're gonna read a couple of letters out here. It's all about GGAA now. So share the show in chat rooms and other people so they can come on here and listen to the show. He's in the back. I'm gonna get him on. He's in the back of this whole thing. He's all the way from Iowa, Des Moines, and he's going to be here with us tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please share the show. Please share the show. Mr. Shar is in the back. He got a lot of papers with him. He got a lot of papers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to waste our time here. And we're trying to get our sister also to come here. She's going to be the co-host. She will come and join us. And while we're going on with this thing, send her the link. She's going to come on and she's going to ask Mr. Shah a couple of questions. I want to say one or two things. She's our sister, Marcia Gallo. She's going to be here with us also. And we're trying to get another man, somebody, we got to do this show, maybe 2-3 people, call our former leaders, and then we'll have them to speak to us. So, well, for ado, we're going to get Mr. Shah here. Share the show. Honorable Jeremiah Shah.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Dorber.
You can say Dorber. Dorber.
I said Dorber.
Yeah. You call my name the Gizzy guy and the Gizzy boy and call it Dorber. You got a teddy bear behind you there. Wait, so what is his name again? David?
His name is George.
Oh, George.
Yes, George.
Oh, okay. You got Afro and all that kind of stuff, Mr. Shah. How's your area over there?
Pretty good. Weather's been nice today. It was chilly in the morning first, but as the day wound down, the temperature started going a little bit up, and we are, I think, 50 or 60 degrees now. Let me see here. No, we're 37 degrees. Sorry. Oh, yeah, 37 degrees, which is pretty good for Iowa at this time of the year. So
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Here too is it was a warm around noon thing like that. Later on, it started getting cold here also. So
Yeah, yeah,
start getting,
it's good. It's good. All the tornadoes that went down south, we missed everything, and we thank God.
okay. So how's everything now with you over there in area? Family wise, everything okay?
Family is fine.
Okay.
People say, oh, he's not old. I mean, he's too old to have baby. But I have an 10-month-old baby, and I thank God for that. I'm proud of myself, my wife. We are so exhilarated. So family is good. Um, God has been on our side.
Mm-hmm.
We've been living. I mean, everything is not perfect, but we've been living the way we think we should.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good, Mr. Shah. So I'm gonna have my co-host here tonight with me. She probably gonna ask one or two questions too. We're trying to promote our sisters now, so we're having
Yeah.
show, bring our sisters and family in, to so they can get some idea and then they can have their own show. We because we wouldn't stay here for a long time.
No, no.
Certain time we will leave the stage, and then we will give the all these things to our sisters, brothers. So it's a promotional thing tonight, Mr. Shah.
Yes.
Let me bring her on here. We're gonna put you in the middle. No, we should put a female in the middle, Shah.
Yes.
Yeah, put a sister in the middle.
Oh, Mercy Gallo.
You know her?
I've seen her several times. She probably doesn't know me, but I do know her. I've watched her activities over the past couple of years. I think I saw her in Zwedru. She had some kind of was it a demonstration or just a solidarity march? I mean, march that they had in Zwedru. I said, oh, okay, she's from Fargo. She's from Fargo. She's
she's a strong woman. She's an advocate.
Yes.
Yeah, advocate for the people. How you doing, Mercy Gallo?
I am well by His grace.
If you don't know me, I'm Jeremiah Shar. You just see my name right on the name. I typed that name.
I think she said she know you.
Oh, you do?
Y'all had a confrontation one time.
No, maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So, Mr. Shar, how are you tonight?
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Amen. Amen. I'm grateful. But I could be wrong, Prince. I couldn't just assume that I know him. But if my memories bears me right tonight, I think I have met him before, but maybe I was, meeting was not one of the pleasant ones, I could say. So I think it was 2024, 2016, when we were in the state of Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, to be correct, Pennsylvania. And Fred Green was supposed to speak as the Chen District President, as a Greenfield Association President. And during that time, he has already been, suspended, impeached, or whatever the English term is. And I was, pinched tonight. I was pinched that, rumor has it that he was going to be allowed to speak as the Greenfield Association President. And I said, no, that doesn't sound right because he has already been, impeached or suspended. So I don't think he's going to speak as a president of the association within America. So I flew by that time from the state of Arizona to PA.
Wow. So you used to live out west?
I'm a detective. So I'm what is the term tonight I can use for myself? Yes. So I'm here and there But I'm originally from the state of Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That's my home state. And to be precise tonight, it's Worcester, Massachusetts. That's my home city.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But right now, that's where you are now, or?
No, I don't actually disclose my geographical location just like that.
How about that? All right, CIA.
Yeah.
But that's Mercy Gatto there. Those of y'all who don't know her, that's she's right there. She's gonna be. We're gonna be talking to our brother Shar here tonight, and Shar. I don't know if Mercy. He served as a former the treasurer of the Grand United Association under the leadership of Fred Talugoyan from 2015 to 2016, and then all days Wahala. All the kata and Wahala came up, and then Shah got he and Fred, then we had a whole new Wahala.
Yeah, it was
a tough one, but we got
it was a tough time.
We got
if you give me a few minutes to just to go into how this whole Wahala started, I'm going to take maybe 5-15 minutes.
Go ahead. That's why we are here for tonight.
The whole thing about Fred Guian and Jeremiah Shah and the entire Guian Khan administration being impeached started from $10,000 we took and had a deposit. We made a deposit for the market building in Zwedru. The board got together and said, "Oh, who told you guys to take this money?" We said, "But it's in the budget." We had the executive meeting. We presented the budget that you guys gave to us. This market building was presented. There was money allotted for it. $35,000 was actually allotted for that building. So we took the first deposit. The board wanted us to first get an authorization from them before sending it to Zwedru. And next thing we go, the board chairman, Mr. Isaac Bouillonle, next thing he went to the bank and took my name off the account, took the president's name off the account. And we were dealing with Bank of America. Bank of America, they are very, very good. As soon as something happened, as soon as he did that, there was an alert that came to me and it went to Fred. And the whole Wahala started. Very briefly, that's it.
Okay. That just that whole Wahala.
Yes.
Wahala, that whole Tidiba, that whole Kata.
Yes.
It was 2016?
Yes. For me, I mean, my concept about nonprofit is not for us to make profit or to see how much money you left in the account, how much money my whole belief, my whole concept about doing bookkeeping, or if you want to go big word, doing accounting for nonprofit, we're not making profit. It's all about how the money was spent. We're not going to say, okay, we got into power, and this is how much money we left in the account. No, it's how much did you collect, how much did you spend, how did you spend it, and who benefited. I mean, several times we sent 2-3 times. I sent $5,000 to the University of Liberia, paying for graduates. So I did it right here in the state of Iowa with a bank, U.S. bank. We sent money to Liberia. Fred Guian did not see that. Bo approves it, and then I go to the bank and wire that money and pay those students their school fees. People get a hold, they're taking the money. We don't know how the money disappeared. Why do you want to keep the money in the account when it was collected for purpose? See, it's amazing. I have every check that was actually issued. And I think one of the legacies that I left, if nobody knows, is I am the first treasurer of the GGAA that actually instituted checkbook. The others prior to us always had debit cards. They go to the bank over the counter, withdraw cash. No, we had a checkbook. That checkbook, we paid $250 for that checkbook.
We're gonna go there, Mr. Shar. Let me start up here, Mr. Shar. We went to Phoenix, Arizona, 2015.
Yes.
It was my first time seeing Mercy Gatto. Because our election was tense. We had Yubote in the race, James Yubote, Augustine Menyet.
Yeah.
We have Fred Tattlegoyan, and we have Boti Tanyon in the race. 4 great Granjitans. And Fred won. And then that means your ticket won. So now you guys were elected to lead the Granjita Association for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremiah Shar, Fred, took all the leadership of the Granjita Association. You can't be reading no comments. You gotta.
No, I'm not reading comments. What I'm looking for here, I'm looking for the final. Maybe you will come to that question, but I'm reading the final financial report that I made from the time Fred Graham became president to the time we were impeached.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we're gonna get there. So the bank came about. They took you out to the bank. They put your name on the bank.
Right.
Did you guys go together to have your name placed on the account, or you did a separate time?
No, it was amazing. It was something amazing after the election. In fact, because I had to catch my flight, I didn't even know the result of that election until I arrived in. No, I was at the airport. Sorry, I was at the airport waiting for my flight to board to go to Sioux Falls. I was living in Sioux Falls then. I was in Sioux Falls, and Fred called me. He said, "My man, we won it." I said, "Okay, I'll talk to you in the next 3-4 hours because my flight was coming from Phoenix, and I think we had to stop a layover somewhere in Denver or somewhere like that before we went to Sioux Falls."
Okay, so my question to you: you went to the bank. You put your name on the account in Sioux Falls.
Yes.
You went to the bank. You put your name on the account. When you put your name on the account, did they give you you order checks?
Yeah, we had a meeting. The board had a meeting.
The board had a meeting. They authorized you to have the check. And
yes.
How much was in the account when you took over as treasurer?
Ooh.
You put your name on our account. How much dollar, US dollar, that was in the account?
Oh, well, there was no other currency.
No.
There was no other currency.
Yeah. How much were in the account when you took over in 2015? When you pen your signatures on that time, Mr. Fred Tattlegoyan, the president, you the treasurer, and I think the board secretarians, the chairman and the secretary. The board chairman at that time was Daniel Pine.
Yes.
The secretary at that time was who was the secretary?
Yeah. So the whole thing started unraveling. We had a savings account at Bank of America, and the balance that was a balance before we came to power. All these monies, it was $6,575.02. That was the money that was in the account. The collection from Phoenix, after the board turned everything to us, what was deposited? We had 3 accounts. Let me be correct. We had 3 accounts. We had $6,575.02 with Bank of America.
$6,500?
Yes, that's $6,500.
Yeah,
$6,500. I didn't say 65,000. I said 60.
Yeah, 6,500.
Yes, $6,500. We had
in one of the accounts.
$6,575.02. Because let me be careful, because people who are listening or will listen later on, they're going to carry these numbers and say, "Ooh, they have all this money." They have all this money. So after everything was settled and the money, the collection at the gates in Phoenix was transferred over to us, we received $62,161.88. Now, there was another small account with Wells Fargo. We had 3 accounts. Like I said earlier, we had 3 accounts. We have one savings account at Bank of America, which had $6,575. We had a savings account at Wells Fargo, which had $2,117, so $2,117 before the $62,000 came there. Now,
then what?
Yeah, when the $62,000 came, they said, "Oh," the former president said, "Oh, we had to take $10,000 and give you this $62,000 because there's a women's project." They gave that money to Chippo.
Elizabeth.
Oh, yes. Elizabeth Chippo. They gave that $10,000 to Elizabeth Chippo. So I say I will not account for that money because it did not enter my hands. I don't know, up to now, I don't know where the money is. I don't know whether the association was able to retrieve that money or what. But the $6,500, the $62,161, and the $2,117, we put everything together. When the administration actually started doing the actual work, we had $70,854.42. $70,854.42. When was that?
When you put your signature on the account?
Yes.
Okay, that's how much you had in the
yes, account. $70,000.
And then you order a check?
Yeah, and then we order a check, $250 checkbook. I order a bunch of...
They mailed the checkbook to you?
Huh?
Did they mail it to you?
Yeah, the checkbook, they mailed it to me in Sioux Falls.
You have check mailed to Fred and checks mailed to you, or just you?
No, the bank sent it to me in Sioux Falls. It was in a big box. They sent it to me in Sioux Falls.
So how did Fred get hold of the checks?
I sent it to him later on after everything chakra. Like bro man said.
After what?
After everything chakra.
You sent the checks to him.
Yeah, I sent the whole book to him.
So you were no more treasurer? That what you sent it to him, or what?
Well, I was still the treasurer, but I was not the treasurer for Grandkid Association as from that point on, you know. So how did you know that Fred got checks?
I knew that Fred had checks because he wrote checks. At a later point, few checks went from you. With your signatures on the check. After that, no check went with your signature. So it got
right.
As a treasurer of the organization, we know you took charge of those things, checks and things. Your signature will be on checks. So we had a borrow room that time. We saw checks not coming from you no more with your signatures on it.
Well, the thing is, what was happening was this. The president was saying,
why did you mail the whole check to Fred?
I didn't mail the check to Fred. The checks to Fred until after they impeached us.
Oh, they impeached you before you mailed it to him?
Yes.
But the checks that were written before the impeachment process have Fred's signature on it.
Well, you probably don't know the process, because what we're doing, like for example, I will give you an example how I mailed a blank check for Fred to put his signature on it. So what happened? I'll give you an example. There was a group of students that came from Grandkid there. They were residing in Boise, Idaho, where they have what do you have? Jabba.
That's Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Yes. And then Joshua Dorber, he was the principal for Grand Judah for Zodima Natural High School at that time. He sent a number of students here. They came for something, and the executive committee got together and said, "Well, we got to get these kids something. They're from Grand Judah." Okay, we sent them. How much we sent them? I'll find out. We sent them $1,000. Fred needed to sign that check. So what I did, I used to take my own money to overnight a check for Fred to sign it. $26. If you took a letter to the bank,
so you write the checks.
I write the checks.
You put your signature.
Yes, and then
you mail it to Fred. Then Fred put his signature.
Yes,
and then you pay out
before it takes effect.
So
there are numerous other times
after you guys were impinged.
Mm-hmm.
The bank account was switched by the board. They had control of it. My what I want to understand here, we'll give our sister the chance to speak. When the checks that went out, most of those checks, at a certain point, your signature were not on the checks. It only had one signature, that was Fred Tattoo. And that was before those checks came out, before the investigation, before the impeachment process, before things went south.
I'm yet to see that. You're yet to see what? There were some checks that Fred did not have to sign. Like, for example, we issue how many checks? I'm going to count them. I'm going to count them. There are 300
auto check that you're counting out. It's not here. You're looking out there. Do they have your signature on it?
I'm not looking at the check image right now. Most of them, the ones whose records that I have.
How many checks did you personally send over to Fred?
Mm-hmm. You mean to take care of some other things, like, when somebody is bereaved?
Yeah, I mean, how many checks did you sign and send to Fred?
There's a lot of checks. Look at this list. Look at this list of checks.
But why your signature were not on most of those checks? Only Fred's signatures on the checks. If you have a bunch of checks like that you're just showing us, you have your signature on maybe 5 or 10 of those checks.
You have to show me those checks that I did not sign.
So how come? And the mailing part of the whole, because you just told you mailed the whole batch or wherever, a bunch of checks to Fred.
No, it's not a batch. It will maybe 3 or 4 checks. This is what we want to do.
You say after the process, you're impinged, you send the checks to Fred. That's what you just said.
Listen to me. I sent the entire checkbook to Fred after we were impeached. Prior to that, before I sent check to Fred, I would take my own personal money to overnight the check for Fred's signature. Now, whether you have checks that Fred signs and my signature was not on either of them, I'm yet to see it. As far as I'm concerned, all the checks that I have here, my signature is on them. Okay? The account was actually still active. Okay? It was still active days or perhaps weeks after the impeachment. Even when Grand Judah Association was having convention in Ohio to elect Menye.
Yeah.
It was during that time I went to the bank and got a cashier's check for $5,000. So the account was actually still active. Okay. So much of it of the checking, but let me tell you something. There are people, and I don't want to, impugn someone's character overnight.
No, that's what we're here for.
No,
they're trying to get the facts out and get things out straightened up. Nobody want anybody.
I'm not going to be calling names. I'm going to call Fred because he was the one I was working with, and I'm not going to call anybody else's name. We were all executives, but when things happen, people have to look deep down into the whole background of how it happened in the context of having a community that is functioning as an organization. But I'll tell you, my brother, people took money from the Grand Jury Association and never did the work. There was a website. There was a website money that was spent $750. It was never built.
Under your administration?
Yes. People come to us, even when we went to Richmond, Virginia, just because someone carried a television camera there, we have to issue a check to give it to them for them to cover it.
So when they come to you, they say, Jeremiah, write the check to the person. You just write it. You don't. You
I
just
know.
Say, what is this?
I have a voucher. I have a voucher. That's one of the systems that I brought. I have a voucher. I take it to the president, Mr. President, so president. They don't come to me with requests. They go to Fred. Before, for example, I don't want to call a radio station name because you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. We got to cover this. We got our television camera here. We need to get this. Please give us something.
And then you write a check out.
Yes. People, and then they sign the voucher. I have the vouchers. And then people will come to us and say, well, hey.
When you meet us, who the us?
Executive committee. Okay. I was stunned. I was stunned how people wanted to get us in trouble, and they really did. They got us into trouble. Let me tell you something. When we went for the inauguration, not the inauguration, we went for the 2016 convention in Richmond. In May, and I wrote a narrative here. In May 2020, no, that was in January 2015.
You were not president then.
Oh, sorry about that. That was in May. It was late in May 2015. We sent $10,000 check.
To who?
To Virginia. We sent it to Slanger. JD Slanger. People started making noise. Who
was JD Slanger then?
JD Slanger was a coordinator for the convention that was coming. And JD, they started making noise about the whole thing. JD said, no, I don't want to be.
Where was the convention?
It was going to Virginia. And
where does he live?
JD lives in Philadelphia. We had him as one of our
advisors. He lives in Philadelphia, and you sent check to him, and I thought the convention was to Philadelphia.
Yeah. So JD said, no, I don't want to be in no more. You'll take your money. So JD sent that money. I think he sent it. I'm yet to, yeah. JD released that money, and the president of
Joshua Bow
received that money. Fast forward, I got to know later on that when Joshua received that $10,000 check, he took out $3,000 and pocketed it. I'm calling his name because I have all his records. I know everybody will say that you say you're not going to call anybody's name, but that guy really enraged. I was really outraged. He cost us $22,000. Let me see here. That convention we had in our place, Joshua Bow cost us $22,283.56 just for the hall. People were hungry. The chapter had nothing to feed us. There was chaos. The whole parking lot was filled because Joshua Bow will send that money in early January. They never paid the hotel. These are some of the things that happen And people say, well, why is it that?
But they call you guys for the board. Call you guys. You should have gone to the board and explain everything you're telling us tonight. How do you expect the people to know? You just say you send the man check. You have the man name on the check. You saying the check. You don't think when the board call you. So right now, Mr. Shar, you think that was something you were supposed to do to make yourself available to the investigation team?
Well, it was really, really macrimonious. I mean, the tension was too much. Okay. I knew I had my record and I could have defended myself. But the vitriol, the animosity, the cussing, it was too much. So the executive committee got together. We say, oh, we're not going to go to the board's meeting. Let them do what they can. Let the chips fall where they may.
Okay, so in the hall that night, you say you were paying for television. You called names down, so let's go now. You're paying for television, radio, or wherever. Who did you guys pay? You just called Joshua Bow with names. So why you want to call other people's names?
I did. No.
You called JD Snagger name.
Yes.
So why are you
did not do anything wrong? JD did not do anything wrong.
We're not saying people did wrong. People who came and provide services to you, you have to pay them. They didn't take money free. Once I come and provide service, you have to be paid.
I mean, I was just giving you
who are the TV people that you pay?
That's all right. I'm not going to call anybody's name.
Is it secret society organization?
No, it's not secret society.
Can we let our sister to ask you, the lioness to ask you?
I don't want to impugn anybody's name.
Well, you just called Joshua Bow's name.
I was outraged at the gentleman's character.
You're not outraged at the television people?
No, because they perform a service. But, I mean, fast forward, that was unnecessary money that was spent.
Okay. Go ahead, Mercy.
Okay, go ahead. Mr. Shar.
Yes.
I see this as what is it called? I see this as a true son of Grand Jita County.
Mm-hmm.
Who was not pleased. Sometimes we find ourselves in circumstances and situations, and then we do things because we are against the word. So at that time we are fluent, but we know what we were doing is not okay. But we were looking at the friendship or how people were thinking about, and we did certain things. So at time in life, because of our conscience cannot set us free, we come on and say, hey, this is what I did, it wasn't right. So what I see going on tonight with you, as a believer, first of all, as a Christian, I have sinned. I'm going to give an example. I have sinned against God. And finally, I come to God, I have to come clean without having anything. So you are taking a bold step and say, you know what, I did things I shouldn't have done. So I don't see you tonight to be highlighting certain people's names.
I'm right, because there are certain characters that I have to. There are certain names that are really, really important that I have to protect. That I have to.
And then you should not call all of them names.
If you come to me personally, I can review that to you.
Okay. All right.
There are certain people. There are certain people you just don't want to impugn their character. But Prince and I, we just went over it back and forth whether Fred signed. Fred he himself signed checks and I did not sign. I don't remember if there are checks that Fred signs and signed and I did not sign. I'm yet to see those checks, especially the list of checks that I have here. I have the signatures. I have both signatures. Sometimes I send checks out. Fred, just like, for example, someone like for a contribution to North Dakota Chapter's fundraiser, $250. For example, contribution to Bomb Mine Breach Elderly Care, $150. Fred did not have to sign that. African Star newspaper. We gave money to African Star newspaper. $150.
There's a check here. I'll publish these checks.
Yes.
There's a check here what was sent out on 8/25/15. That's August 25th, 2015. The guy paid to the order of Fred Gwynn, $3,500. And I checked what only signed by Fred Gwynn.
I did not see that check. It's not on my list.
Yes, the check. It said inaugural hall. I'm gonna post this check. I'm gonna I'll show you a screenshot of this check. You see that?
That's for the inauguration.
The signature is not on this check. That's my point. I'm not saying it said hall, so it went to something. My point is that you, the treasurer, why your signature is not on checks? This is it. It said, look, let me show you right here. It says inaugural hall. 3,500. You see that? It said paid to the order who?
The Fred Gwynn.
Must say you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah.
3,500.
Yeah.
Did you see Jeremiah Shaw signature?
No, there's no signature. Yeah.
Whose signature there? Sure. Is that whose signature there?
It's not my signature.
Whose signature is there?
It's Fred's.
Okay, I just show you one check. You say signature, your checks.
Anyway, well, I don't know. I don't remember the details of how that check was released.
There's another check here again. That 8/25.
That was for the inauguration.
But
you see my handwriting there. You see that?
My point here, your signatures are not on these checks.
Yeah, you see that name inauguration there. That's my handwriting.
Then why you did not sign or check that you're right?
Because I did not have to sign. The chairperson has to sign it.
Why would the chairperson sign or check? Is he treasurer for us? What are you talking about, man? Is he signatory to your account?
That handwriting is my handwriting. Inauguration. See? So what I do is I put the check together, overnight them and send it.
You don't put you just send a check. No. Is this your handwriting?
Yes, that's my handwriting.
Is that your handwriting?
Yes, that's my handwriting. But anyway.
Is this your handwriting? Stop calling. I'm not opening the line yet. What's in there? When I open the line, I will tell people, is this your handwriting?
Inaugural hall.
Is this your handwriting?
That is not.
How many money you pay for the one inaugural hall?
We pay a lot of money for that place.
Whose signature is there?
I think that's Fred's.
That's right.
So this check, one point here is that you are the treasurer. You are elected constitutionally. You have authority. You have power to function. And you gave the check that the grand jury, the bank sent to your address to Mr. Gwynn. You don't think that's something you shouldn't have done?
Like I said, there are certain times I sent some blank checks to Fred. I just stack them up, send it, and then he's going to tell me later on how much he spends. But every check comes because I had the bulk.
You have the bulk, and you're just writing checks.
No, I write the check. I had a check.
You hear our brother? I had the box. Oh my! I
had the bulk. But anyway, I don't think we're going to litigate this.
No, we're not. We just, we're trying to clear the air.
Yes.
The tension was hard then.
Yeah, my man, listen to me. People are not good just because the association have money. They would devise all kinds of means to get money. Oh, we need to build website. Oh, there's confusion in Minnesota. We need to send board of director members there. Oh, we need to pay the other person way to go here. Oh, that's why I say I'm not going to call anybody's name because I have their names here. I have people's name here that need to be really, really, really protected. Because if I
what you call people
if I go full blast to call people's names, it's going to cause chaos in the community.
Prince, please, let me come in. Uncle, I could say, I'm about to be 40 years old, and I know you passed that level for a long time. Yes.
I'm 72.
Exactly. So, Uncle, why protect other names and then call other names? So, in life, right, it's our character that make us. Your name is in Green Gideon's mouth. You are come here tonight to clear the air by defending yourself. We all can be in a certain situation and do things that we shouldn't have done. But you protect is I'm not trying to impose on you tonight to call name, but think about it.
One
Okay?
minute. Whose signature is this?
That's my signature.
I guess trying to give you a check that your signature on.
Your name is here. It has to be clear.
I got 30 checks here. You know, I ran a bottle room. So they think you got something, they got the archive, you go there and you pull things out. 30 checks. And I'm seeing 30 checks and 5 or 6 of them are your signatures. You got your signature on it.
Well, I don't know.
And the rest of the check got Fred Gwynn.
But I think
clear your name out, Uncle. Don't protect people who are not deserved to be protected. For me, Mercy Gallo tonight, my name is what makes me. My children live after my name. So tonight, if I was in your shoe, I'm not here to protect anybody. That whole thing was
the website. Sure, the website. Who took care of the website?
We give it to he wants me to call name. Prince, you and I, we're not going to go there, please. Let's try to
talk. Care of the check? Who took care of the website, sure?
We
and when the website built?
It was not built.
Well, who received cash?
I can't answer that question.
You plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
Oh, yes.
Where it says where? Website update. Website update.
Yes.
Checks were being written all over the place.
So which of the website update was that? Which website was that?
Whose signature is there?
The president signed it. Well, the thing with the policy we had, the president can sign and I can sign. Based upon who has the access to the check.
But you had a check, the whole book like thing.
Yes, that's what I said.
Because when we started the conversation, I asked you, when you put your name on the signature, your order $250 check, the checks, who address did they go to? You said you. And you let me stop Dakota.
Let me see.
So did you cut some of the check and send blank checks to Fred? And then
no, I didn't do it just as a proactive. But Mr. President, you can do expenses on this one, no, or I can do expenses on this one, no. When the need arises, I will overnight checks.
Or your own personal money.
Yes. I always look. That thing almost took $500 from me because during those days it was $26 to overnight that mail. I don't care how big that mail is. $26. You know, we were getting requests from all over the place. Oh, this other person contribution to Grand Gideon soccer team in 2015 counted me. Contribution to Granite Convention, Christmas present.
Have you when you were secretary or treasurer? I mean, do you ever receive money to travel?
No, I always pay my own way.
But have you guys ever paid the president way to go somewhere?
No, the president never asked for the association to pay his way.
I will leave our kind.
I don't remember.
But you got checks right here that are talking about travel expenses.
Travel expenses?
Yeah, express and expense and travel. Let me show you. Look. Leave our kind, Josephine, David.
That looks good. Let me see. Is that my signature?
Who writing is there?
It looks like my writing.
But then how can you not know that you guys pay for these people to travel?
It's been a long time ago.
That's your signature. Jeremiah, is that your signature?
God, I love that.
Yeah, that's my signature.
Is that your signature? So you pay for Fred to travel too, huh?
Well, I didn't make that decision myself. If
you say this is Fred Gwen. You give him $200 some more to travel expense administration to travel and that's a signature.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that though?
No, I'm not. I ask you a simple question. You ever pay for people to travel? Leaders to travel?
I always pay my own way.
Okay, so but you didn't get a piece of the pie to travel on there.
Did you see any check written to Jeremiah Shar or in fact there was a check written to Jeremiah Shar.
I got to check to Jeremiah Shar for going to Cancun or wherever. What did you go do?
Sure, let me see it.
What did you go do there?
Sure, let me see it.
Did you go to what did you go do there?
Well, let me see the check. You have the check. You have the check. Show it. Should have let the public see it.
No, there was nothing. We're going to Cancun. But there was a check written here, signed by you, but nobody name on it.
Let me see it. How much was it?
Right there. Is that your check?
Let me see it.
You don't pay it to no one.
No.
It's not too clear, Prince. It's not too clear.
1 minute. It's clear. Yeah, there, but no name. You see on the tower, they say pay to the
$250.
No name. And they say travel expense. And you sign it.
Yeah, North Dakota trip.
But you signed it.
Somebody cash that check. North Dakota trip. But I don't want to call the person's name. The check is here.
Okay, wait a second. Prince, let me just say something real quick tonight. Uncle Shar is protecting a lot of big fishes in the GGA community in America. Now, some of the names that are being protected are things that Zedweb Dolu.
No.
Names being protected. We know some things. Zedweb Dolu was part of the taking down of Fred. Monge Bebeba, she's the head. Remember, Okan David is the head behind the Igbo. And there were people, it's like you go to a medicine man has a power that he's dealing with. So it was just from stages to stages. I was in Virginia when Vera Okan David was a little bit tipsy and she stood in front of me with bragging. She said they were going to eat their own to the convention. So when we're talking about those elders, then you protecting, we know some of them.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, it's your own.
No, you don't have to tell me tonight. I'm just telling you what I know.
Which one is this? The white group, the Isaac Vaughn group. $1,200. They help.
Whose signature on that $1,200 from Isaac Vaughn?
I don't remember. I don't have
the signature. Is there?
I don't have the.
You see the checks that I got here. You wrote checks. You wrote check. Then at a certain period, you stop writing checks. Then Fred Gwinnett appears on most of the checks. Because I want to know the reason the checks were mailed to Fred. Were you frustrated? Were they calling you because you said they kept calling you for checks and checks and checks? At a certain point, you just got tired and just say, I guess the box of check. Fred, give me your address. Let me send a check to you.
Apparently, that's what happened because it was it was costing me money to mail it.
And you were getting angry and frustrated.
I can't deny the association from moving forward when they say this person is bereaved or Unico, you know Unico, United Nima County something. They're having a convention over here, and we want to send a representative there, send a check there, send a check to this person, then I send a check, and so forth. So so much of the check thing, let's move forward.
Yeah, we're gonna move forward. Yeah, I wanted to know because the reason that I brought the check things out here, Mr. Shar, you were the treasurer.
Yeah,
and writing checks to people who perform services to the organization. I saw a lot of checks where they got bereavement. When people die, we have to give them money. Somebody died here in my state.
Yes,
they send a check to me.
I have a ton of them here.
Yeah, listen, Shar. So and then they give it. This in our constitution. That policy. That's a law. So those things are not things that we should, shy away to call people name. If you don't want to call those, I don't want to call the people with the death benefits.
Yes,
don't receive the benefit.
I have them here too.
I know I can't call their names. They have to be. That's their privacy or whatever.
And
my concern here, if I'm a treasurer of an organization, let's say for the Kentucky and Indiana a chapter that they like bring organization here. I'm the board chairman, and we got a treasurer. We got a bank account with PMC Bank.
Mm-hmm.
The treasurer going to sign a check when if a project or whatever agreed on by the board, it has to be signed by the treasurer. And then we disperse those things.
Prince,
it's not the president signing check all the time.
Prince,
you know what I mean? It will bring about little question and
hold up, Prince.
Eyebrow thing recently.
Prince, let me stop you right there. It's not written in the Constitution that only the treasurer should sign the check.
But don't you think too it will bring some eyebrow when the president when they're signing checks at a certain point?
Of course. I know it will.
You've been working. You get to where you work with the state of. You audit people over there. When you auditing people, and there's an organization you auditing, and under the president, and you got a secretary, treasurer. You want to raise some red flag?
Well, there's no rule that stops the president from signing check. I want to see it if there's one.
Well, you, the treasurer, when you have knowledge on checks, how checks are being spent? Because I'm very sure it's not the president who's going to pile the reports and give it to the board.
Yeah, that's
the treasurer going to pile the reports and give it to the board. So when checks are written behind the treasurer, I'm not informed of checks going out. I will, you know what I mean? I will say, well, wait, how come this is this? I think to me, Mr. Shar, if you will go back 7 to 8 years ago, your mistake was to mail the checks to the president. You don't think you're going to take any responsibility for that?
Why would I take responsibility for that, though?
The checks were mailed to you as a treasurer.
Yes.
He got angry at a certain point because maybe they were calling you on a daily basis to send checks. Mm-hmm. You just said it. You pay anytime you send a checks. You have to pay your personal money to mail it overnight. It will have some restraint on your personal finance.
A lot of time because we have no account, no line item in the budget to say, well, this is for mailing. This is no. I've used my personal money to mail out checks.
Okay.
I mean, I was.
So you got angry and just mailed the whole checkbook.
Sometimes if there's more than one, no, look at him. He's trying to take words out of my mouth.
No, yeah, I see your question. Because you said you mailed some.
There was a time I said, well, instead of just mailing one check, spend $26. Let me send a couple of checks to the president, and then we'll discuss it later on what he will do it on. And these are all legitimate. These are all legal documents. We were not violating any rules, either from the board or from the Constitution, that the president should not sign check, or that only the treasurer should sign check. No, there's no rule for that.
So you have a bunch of checks with you, and the president had on a check box?
Not necessarily. I told you I send in checks. If he tells me, well, we got to spend money here, we got to send money, and then we have meetings. We don't do it bilateral. It's not a bilateral conspiracy between him and himself. No, we have board meeting. No, we have executive meeting.
Why is the vice president printing T-shirts?
The vice president was printing T-shirts?
Yeah, T-shirt fonts.
Yes, we were doing something.
1,300.
Yeah.
You understood the point why I spoke?
You said we can write checks?
You wrote a lot of checks?
Yes, I do. I understand. I can try to speak Kunamba, by the way, but
Yeah, you got a Kunamba woman in the heart, so you should learn it.
yes, my first job was in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first job, 1988, 89.
Do you know about this?
Let me see that. Rugby Association.
You got
America.
you got reduced $25,000.
2005.
25,000.
Oh.
No, that was the money that was supposed to transfer to different accounts. That was a cashier's check. We're taking it from one account to put it in another account.
So they go inform. Why your signature now on it?
Maybe Fred was the one that had it at the time. I mean, he had access to that account at the time.
So, Treasurer, you never had access to all the accounts?
I did, but it was not all at once.
Okay.
And what maybe Fred alone would not take 25,000. We took that cashier's check and deposited it in another account. Maybe the one that
the book with the book consent.
Yes. You understand me? So much.
For sure. You think let's go when they will bring 2017 back, and then Boo Unit Boo. You got a Boo now. We're headed by Boo Unit, and Boo said that look, we set up committee for you to go and appear. What you know now? Were you gonna go in front of that Boo?
Smooth.
I understand mood because you're going. You guys pinched so actually, but we think we're going back now. Like thing that we did in the past, young guys.
Definitely. Right now, it's say okay. Jeremiah tried to late 2016. Try to relate 2016, 2015. I'll definitely have to take some more steps that will be slightly different from what I did. All I know is that I would never go in the association's account and write check to myself and then use the money personally to pay my cell phone bill or pay my light bill. I would never do that.
I understand, Jeremiah. What you got on your laptop there, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
These are genuine things that you would have gone to the board and clear your name. The board, that human beings on the board.
The board was adversarial. The board was
divided.
The board, yes.
So are you going to the board? The reason why the board, I can remember when the board, you have Vivian Diankwe. Was she not part of your dad way on your side? But when you refused to go to the board, that when Vivian broke away from you guys. A lot of people at that time, but when you're defied, they say, oh, you got defied to come in front of the board. So then these are people who were, when I mean that way members, the board had 42 members at that time. Who were only taking one vote. You don't think you could have taken your evidence in front of the board, show them, look at the thing you wrote down there.
Check yourself.
You got that thing down there. You got it. You got these checks. Some of these checks are legitimate checks. What services were paid for, benefits were paid to people in the community, and you guys did not go in front of the board to present yourself. Was there some kind of an ego that had you guys that time?
The board was vitriol. The board was antagonistic. The board did not want us to do anything that will be a legacy to the administration. Bujana is one of my best friends. I talk to Boo almost every week.
Yeah, I think you say you've been knowing Boo from...
I've been knowing Boo since 1979.
Okay, that's a very long time.
You're not smart, Jerry.
So you've been knowing, but is he a straight guy like that?
Boo, at time, I don't want to talk about Boo, because it's going to bring a whole lot of halabubu. But
halabubu.
Yes. Boo is a straightforward person. But the activities that led to me, Fred Graham, Levi Kahn, getting into this mess. If Boo had listened, we wouldn't have been here.
A Boo have listened?
Yes, if Boo had listened and paid attention to me. But think about it. What did we get from it? What did Grandkid Association get from all this?
Money was spent that you could not give account for. You don't think Boo had it right? That was Boo's responsibility, the board.
That's a responsibility.
Check and balance on the administration. These guys call you to check you and you refuse to appear in front of them.
The book, come on. What Grandkid Association board of directors, the only thing they do is to check behind people.
That's their job.
It's not their job.
You're writing all the checks and you don't expect the board to question you.
Money. Their job is to write corporate. Their
job is not to check the administration.
Their job is to write corporate philanthropists to see how we can fund this association instead of kick back in have this whole lot of kick back in. Oh, this all of vitriolic language, no.
To me, Mr. Shar, the board,
but anyway,
board responsibility is to do check and balance.
So, Prince, I have a quick question. So all the checks that were being written out, was they going for any tangible purpose that we all know that benefit your regime today?
Of course. Of course.
Prince, do you agree with that?
Yeah, some of the checks went for services that GGA used.
Yes. Convention 2016 initial haul, $3,000. Awards program.
Okay, sure. 1 minute. Sure. You see, this is a check with both of your signature on the check. $6,000 check. Where your signature, your friend's signature there.
Like I said.
What happened? I went at one time at a certain point. What happened? All this money, Mr.
Prince, go about. Like I said, there was no rule that stopped one person to issue check. Otherwise, the Grandkid Association should change the constitution and say the president has no right to sign check. Only the treasurer or the secretary general should sign the check. That's the only way it's going to work. But at this point, it can't work.
So
we should really make that amendment. I know this is where all the halabubu came from. Okay, so much of the check thing. I think we've been here for an hour and 7 minutes.
And we've been talking about checks.
We've been talking about checks. So I don't really see the reason that we're talking about checks. If the check was spent for a reason that was clear, what's the point of we talking about it?
No, the point here is that Shar should understand that the board. I think Shar he never had respect for the board. He boss. That's why I put her in trouble. That the guy in peace.
So we had no respect for the board.
That's from what I just heard from you. You refuse to make yourself available to the board, whether you like it or not. That's the constitutional authority that you have. Check and balance you. They can call you for
I don't have. Maybe the Secretary General.
You could go to them.
Maybe the Secretary General will have communication, because I'm not privy to that communication. Like the board inviting the executive committee to come over, or maybe the executive committee is inviting the board to join their meeting. I'm sure there were times we had general meeting with the board, and then when things started getting things started getting out of order, we both decided to stay in our own backyard and see what we can do for the association. Like I said, did I say the $10,000? But no, the market building project, we withdrew $15,250. It was a wire transfer that I personally actually executed, and that's what brought about all this. It was not 10,000; it was $15,250. And there was it was a fee that we actually had to absorb. I think it was $45 to do that wire transfer. That money never entered anybody's hand, but went straight to Zwedru.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
that.
know. Yes.
So let's pivot a little bit to the 2020 November 2024 letter that you received from the court. Do you have that letter with you?
Yes. November 2024.
Who sent that letter to the court?
In the Court of Common Pleas of Delaware County, Pennsylvania.
Who sent that letter to you?
It's our lawyer, I think. It's our lawyer.
Your lawyer? You and Fred got the same lawyer?
Yes. The case is separate. Fred and I, we are.
You hired the same lawyer?
Yes. I don't have a separate lawyer from Fred.
So he sent a letter to you?
Who?
The letter. Who sent it to you, Fred?
Yeah, Fred sent it to me after the lawyer sent it to him.
So the lawyer don't have your address or your email or your info?
There was time that the lawyer used to have my address. I don't know, for some reason they stopped communicating, but they communicate with Fred since Fred is in the same vicinity, he's in the same geographic area.
Okay, so that letter, it was written November 13th, 2025. When did you receive it from Fred?
I can't tell, but let me see here. I'm going to look here.
Did you receive it March 10th?
Not too long ago.
March 10th?
Not too long ago, I received it from Fred.
March 10th, 2025?
Yeah, it might be March 10th. Let me make sure, though. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. But I don't think I don't take it to be a big deal that Fred sent it to me late. That was on Tuesday, last Tuesday.
Was it the day we had an interview? Tuesday, the 10th.
Yes. No, not that. Yes, on Tuesday.
March 10th.
Right.
And the letter came to him November 13th. Is that what was on the letter?
Yeah. So what do you think? You think he's trying to harm me for?
I don't know. The letter came, and you're supposed to respond to something or go
because like I said,
you got a letter of 120 days later.
Like I said from the beginning, I don't think there was malicious intent that he didn't send it to me, or I don't know about it. As long as I got the letter, I mean, I read the content. I read the content of the letter, and I got to know that, yes, the case will be dismissed. The case will be dismissed. Based on this premise, number one, the period of discovery will end in 90 days from the date of docketing of this scheduling order. Number two, any party wishing to file any dispositive or partial disposition must do so within 15 days after the end of the discovery period. All oppositions to any motion filed in accordance with the second paragraph, which is any party who is wishing to file a dispositive motion.
You got 90 days to do that.
Yes. We got 30 days. No, according to the third paragraph, we got 30 days after service of any motion, and reply shall be filed within 15 days after the service of any opposition.
Those days expired.
No. Oh yeah, they
expired before you receive that letter.
But hold up. All opposition. Look at number 3. All oppositions.
I mean, when you oppose
any motion filed.
Yeah.
All opposition to any motion filed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In accordance with the second paragraph, which is 15, and nobody filed any opposition to it. Either in the board of directors or the current board of directors did not file any opposition to the motion or for any motion. They didn't file any motion. So where's the halabubu? Where's this saga that the case is going to continue? That's what I kept saying. People should read between the lines. Sometimes we don't know the legal language. sometimes the legal language can be very, very, very tricky. Unless you look into it and then read read the words, okay? Look at number 5. Look at number 5. The parties are encouraged to meet and confer. Guess what? They put that phrase in quotation mark. Okay? The parties are encouraged to meet and confer upon completion of discovery and consider resolution and or mediation. So after I've spoken with the current president, she said, Mr. Shah, we just cannot go on with this. And some of the noise in the community saying that James Uboti paid $30,000 legal fee, and so that money that James Uboti paid cannot be lost, and so they want to go after the banks. Okay, they want to go after the banks.
So you got that letter? You read that letter to the people tonight? It's the same letter he said Fred forwarded to you. So where did Fred come from with this? He said on the 5th, March 5th at 5:54 p.m. Fred posted on his Facebook page. GGAA, the Grand United Association in the Americas, stands to pay thousands of dollars in legal fees if Madame Ide Poir, the president of GGA, does not act swiftly. Legal document in my possession from the civil law court in Media, Delaware County, stipulated that both the Bank of America and the Wells Fargo banks are filed to the court for summary judgment in their favor. So you got a letter that is telling you to meet and do certain things, 90 days, and Fred is putting up that we're going to pay all these fees. You think he didn't understand the letter he got from the court?
Can you call Fred to ask him? I don't think. I mean, the particular message that ask you ask, and I'm gonna ask. That ask you ask, and I'm gonna
came up with that sensational post on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I mean,
why? Sure.
I know. I've spoken with
former boss.
I know. I've spoken with Edith. And the Grand United Association will be saying, "Oh, why are you calling our president Edith? I know Edith because I'm my little sister." Okay, so don't be offended when I'm calling the president by her name. Don't be offended,
president.
Yeah, don't be offended when I'm calling the president.
And come back here, Mercy. You got a question for Brother Shar?
Okay.
I do, but I mean, I'm happy to be here, but some of those checks that were written to me, I thought they went somewhere else that were not accountable for.
Some of them, because we're seeing services here, people pay checks. He just told you that they didn't put the web page, and they didn't provide those services. TV people, you saw you were there. TV people were there that day covering the show.
But that was the question that I asked previously, and he said it went to it was something that can be presented today, and I actually you agreed to it.
We had who agreed to what? I'm sorry, I was not following.
Because maybe you didn't understand me. I said some of those checks that were written didn't go towards some project today that can be accountable for. And then
the website that the man talked about that he paid thousands of dollars he called. There was no web built on a Fred. We know that.
No, we tried so many times to run behind.
You only pay money.
Yeah. We try after releasing the money, after releasing those funds.
Who did you guys release the money to? Who did you guys pay to? You got your website and somebody, you can't go, yes, I written check on we need website. Who did you guys get the money to?
Well, you just showed the check. Dude, why you want me to repeat yourself?
But why did you call the name? Is it so hard?
You just showed the check.
Because I'm
almost a blind name.
Virginia. I was in Virginia. Who was the TV guy? Was it the three cousins that you got paid for? Because we used to have. Yes, when I said three cousins, let me get to what I'm saying. Three cousins, because I think Alfonso Zion them had a TV crew back. Alfonso So. I'm sorry, Alfonso So. They had a TV crew. They called Three Cousin Video, whatever it was, because during those days when we were, associated with Grand Association, we haven't come on board yet. We used to see in Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, 2011, the convention that was here, and there's there was TV guy that I saw.
How about
that
the website? You saw the website too?
See any website? That's what I was asking the question.
That's what I said.
If those checks were accountable for, then why are we talking about them? That's what I asked.
You just told all that. The ENC website.
That's what I said. Look, from the very beginning of the administration, people were undermining us. People were undermining us.
Who were undermining you? Your inner circle people that you brought around you were undermining you? And you kept them in your circle?
I thought we were done with this check thing. But anyway.
No, I want to know who are undermining you.
Yeah, because
if I'm a president for my organization and people undermine me, I will not call those people who are undermining me.
Exactly.
Who undermine your administration, sir?
Never mind. Let's move forward.
No, we can't just move forward like that. Now, you're on the hot seat now. You don't want to exonerate yourself by trying to protect
you. On the hot seat. This is a one-on-one with us.
Of course. And I appreciate that. For a long time, I wanted to do this. But, it's not that people try to suppress me or somebody would say, my man, don't do it. No. It just has to take time. This is a community. And people's characters are at risk. Whatever you do here,
you're going to spoil shit up.
It's going to reverberate.
Excuse my French. Wow. So therefore, you're going to block things.
It will resonate. Everything.
No, Mercy, there are certain information that when we receive,
and
when those information want to put the whole town, set the town on fire, you keep those information and die with them. You don't release it. You release it at the time you will set the whole town ablaze. So maybe Shar don't want to call those names to.
There is a lot going on in the Grand Gita community.
Because Shar was on this particular show Tuesday. The man phone got jammed, cut off. He fought. He came back on, and they kept calling him. If you go back to the Tuesday video, you can see me telling him, go to do not disturb.
Prince, you cuss it. Because I said, Prince, let me use my desktop camera. And you said, no, I should use the phone. And so
the desktop were not giving us the video.
That's all right.
For one reason, the audio was coming by your face. I wanted the people to see your face.
We live another day. So we live another day.
Everything okay now.
Yeah, everything okay.
Mr. Domo, let me say this though. Let me ask my uncle a question here tonight.
Ask your uncle.
Yes. So this might seem personal, but I think I see this so far as a reconciliation tonight. That's how I see it. My understanding, I see this as reconciliation, whatever you may call it, but I see it as a reconciliation.
With the public? With the public?
Of course.
Well, if I think that I had a meltdown during last Tuesday's conference, then I'm sorry about it. If anybody felt offended about my presentation, I apologize for it. But I think a story has to be told.
No, this is not what I'm driving at. What I'm driving at tonight is I'm talking about the past, 2016, that got us to where we are today. I'm not talking about your previous show.
I still support the actions that Fred and I would took, though. I mean, I'm not trying to, and I know.
Okay, sir. Let me ask you my question. We're not going to be here for all night. Let me ask you my question. Do you remember when, the question is, was it you and Leva what's the name? Maccabi?
Yeah, Leva Maccabi.
Leva Maccabi.
Was it you and Leva Maccabi that fought me in Pennsylvania?
Fought you?
I'm just asking a question.
FOU GST?
Yeah, do you guys fight her?
Fight you for, I don't remember.
This is the incident that happened. This is the incident that happened.
This guy is not a Chien district man. How will he go there and fight you on Chien district?
I want either it's Anthony Ure or Shar. That's what I'm asking the question. I don't think like Jeremiah Shar. Yeah, maybe it's Ure. Anthony. Yes, it wasn't him. Okay, so yeah, fast forward. But the guy that fought and Levi Maccabi fought me was, I think, Anthony Ure. The name is right.
Somebody watching you from Kunembo.
From Kunembo, Ziad City. Yeah, that was the first place I had my job after high school. Ziad City.
Okay, so come back to the Philadelphia story. 2016. I'm sure it's 2016.
We never had activities in 2016 in Philadelphia.
We're not Grand Association of the Chien people stuff.
I was not there.
Yeah, you were not there. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah, I was not there. So I think let's move forward, Prince. So what I'm trying to say here is
not him. I don't think
let's get back on track. Let's get back to those who say, why do you support Edith? After doing this, Edith goes to court on the 27th and says Jeremiah and Fred, they are guilty. Well, then let the chips fall where they may. But right now, I believe that this case is going to be dismissed. It has no merit. It has no message to preach to Grandidians that we need unity. The case does not present itself to be that unifying force.
That's why Edith said they should leave the thing with that.
Yes.
You saw Edith letter?
I don't know. To those of my friends on my side, GGAD, who are saying,
am I one of your friends on your side?
To those people who are saying, why is Mr. Shar doing this? I'm not doing it for anything. I just want peace. I just want.
So people actually told you not to come and speak out?
Oh yes.
Why?
Do you know how much after the meltdown on Tuesday? Do you know how much I went through? I was like, so I said, okay, Prince, I gotta come back home to redeem myself.
And when you got caution and the diverse your medulla, you gotta come back and you're being coached.
Yeah, no, nobody coached me actually. Nobody coached me.
This is
how I talk. Normally.
This is the Constitution here from one Richmond over here. He said according to GGA Constitution, a national treasurer in Article 7, Section 4, the national treasurer shall be the chief financial officer of the association and one of the signatories to the association's bank account counts. She shall receive and deposit in the accounts of the association all funds and monies belonging to the association and maintain accurate records thereof. C, she shall collect dues, levies, taxation, and donation from members, chapters, and donors. So you were supposed to keep all those things
of course.
And then you took it and send it over to the president.
After this particular segment of the association constitution was going to disprove me that only the treasurers should sign checks. I thought that's what they were bringing up. But anyway,
they say you should keep those things.
Of course I did, didn't I?
But you mailed the checks to the president. You cut some off and mailed some, and he kept some.
Are we going to go back and forth with this check thing, my man? When are we going to move forward?
We are moving forward, but we're making stops along the way.
It's over. I mean, so we feel that if they feel actually.
So you think Edith don't want to pursue the case? She wants to take this case
that's
off?
what she told me, and not to me only. She said it to a number of us. I mean, the very first week when Edith took power, we had a teleconference. For those of us who are GGAD members, she had a teleconference.
Was Fred in that meeting?
Fred was not in the meeting. He wasn't. I must admit. Okay, during GGAD convention in Philadelphia. I mean,
Madam Clark, let me make this thing clear to you. He said it was after they were impinged before he sent the checks to Fred. That's not true. The checks that are written here with Fred's signature on it was before they were impinged. So some of the librarians saying we're not stupid here. We read things here that are there. When were they impinged? Were they impinged in April of 2016? No. April of 2016, this man was still president. This man took us to, and he and Fred took us to Richmond, Virginia in May 2016. So he was still there. Checks were being written by Fred alone. That's why we asked that question. So, and I pointed out checks here, and the dates were on those checks. So Jeremiah knew that he mailed those checks because he said the calls were coming true. People were calling him, send this check, and he was angry. You're going to spend $16, $20 to send check overnight. So he sent the check to Fred. Is it not true, Mr. Shar?
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Okay. So let's
move forward. Let's move forward.
Let's talk about the letter and then talk about so tonight. Can you tell me that night people call in and interrupted Shar? So
right.
let's start to tell us tonight.
I really
Gilmore and Joseph. I mean Gilmore, Josephine Slew, Tim Amwenu, Ida Poa, and Isaac Tim Pote. They say it's a peace, unity, and transparency. That's what the Pote stand for. So who are you endorsing tonight?
Does it really matter right now?
It matters though.
It does.
Who are you going to say? Who are you supporting in the upcoming election? Are you still sticking with what you said on Tuesday?
Or
you can't remember what you said on Tuesday?
Oh, confusing.
I do.
So
I do. I support Edith, and I don't think I am wrong. Like I said,
that's the constitutional right to support whoever you want to support.
I give a caveat. I give the qualities that this young woman has. She wants to bring the community together, and I'll have to give a disclaimer. I'm not supporting Edith because she promised to
yes
to dismiss this case.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
To those of us who think that she's going to be a better president than Gilman, and Gilman is a nice young man, good looking and street smart. I mean, I don't want to go into his qualifications, but you go with what you. Politics is always local. People always say that. Even politics local. I think Edie is going to be a better person to lead the association into another 2 years, and then we'll see where we can move forward with. I think Mr. Gilman has more time to actually observe, to actually look at how things go, and then we'll see where we can move forward with. I think Mr. Gilman has more time to actually observe, to actually look at how things go, and then we'll see where we can move forward with. I think Mr. Gilman has more time to actually observe, to actually look at how things go, and then we'll see where we can move forward with. I think Mr. Gilman has more time to actually observe, to actually look at how things go, in the next 2 years, and then maybe he comes back and then solicit help. We all can jump on his end again. I mean, I know my vote is only one vote for both for Edith. It's only one vote.
So you're gonna tell your wife to vote for Edith?
My wife, I don't discuss my wife.
Why you laughing, man?
I don't discuss.
Okay, then, Prince.
I don't discuss my wife's political leanings.
I will call her. My sister. I will call her.
I don't discuss her political leaning. But what it is yeah, I really want for the association to keep and maintain Edith.
They gotta think they coin it down. One of these phrases from you. They say maintain,
retain,
and be kept. So it's MRK.
Oh, that's what they have in the chat room.
Yeah, they got it in the chat like that.
Well, it's good. I mean,
I think my sister, our prayer little sister, a lady going to endorse somebody tonight. Who are you endorsing?
Yes.
Well,
how about that?
I've not come. I'm still indecisive.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Prince. And I said it Tuesday night. I remember very clearly or vividly that I never used to like Edith. How she came to power, I never liked that idea because she had no opponent. I think it was like dictatorial what the board and the election commission did. In fact, the board was the one that dismissed the first election commission. And then they brought somebody that they handpicked, some people that they handpicked, who they think would side with them, and Edith was elected on the white paper. How do you call it? White ballot. I'm not telling lies. So I was really, really outraged with
that. Was it her fault?
It was not her fault.
So then why you
why I was against it? Why I was against her leadership is the board should have canceled that election because there was no opponent. We don't live in North Korea. We don't live in Russia where you have no opponents to an election.
But in our community, we've been having white ballots. And you were in B Guyon's living room when you had the white ballot with GGAD, when I elected or Levi Kine. Who went against Levi Kine that day?
Nobody.
Okay. Then why you never have issue with him being
because
on the post, but you having issue with people on
you don't understand my point. You don't understand my point, cousin. They disqualified the opponents to eat it. There were opponents that were disqualified.
But the Constitution is clear on things to do.
But anyway.
But now you like Edith. You're going to give her your support.
Yeah.
You're going to campaign for her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you. Let's put this case. Let's put the solution of this case. Let's put it aside. Okay. After the election, Edith called me. She explained her position. Not about this case. Not about this. She explained her position. And she promised she was going to be the person who will unite us. And what else do we want than unity in this community? What else do we want besides unity? Okay. We need to put our hands together.
You don't think Gilmore can do that?
I don't think Gilmore can. Let me take time saying that. Gilmore's a young man. He's good looking. Girls love him. I mean, he has one of the most beautiful vice presidential candidates. You know, I've not seen what he can do with unity in the past. I've seen what Edith has done.
What do you mean he had? So
What
are you voting for Edith because of her beauty?
Oh.
No, I'll tell you, Edith is my little sister. Okay,
You're talking about Josephine beauty tonight.
No, that's what I'm saying, y'all.
I'm not going to put you in any situation that you can't handle tonight. So let's
don't put him in a situation you can't handle tonight, please.
No. Let's go ahead. But I think this time is for Edith. We should give her a chance to prove what she promised, to prove herself one more time. You know, Grandkid Association never had Zelle, never had a phone number that you can actually call and someone answers. I think that guy, but the vice president to Edith, he's very smart. He's a smart guy.
So why Isaac were around that time? Why you didn't use Isaac to build your website?
I think there was an engagement. Isaac actually wanted us to use him that time. I remember very vividly. Isaac wanted us to use him. He wanted that money so that he would build the website at that time. And I think there was a decision we should give it to Kwame and other people.
Because somebody call names.
Yes. Isaac, if Isaac is listening to me, he should confirm that, you know, he has the initial contact that we should contact him because he's a smart guy. He can build websites. We wanted him to use it, but I just finished forgetting why we switched from Isaac to.
But at that time, the checks were not in your hands, so any decision you made was not your.
No. Don't try to don't let try to go in the rabbit hole.
But you had the checks in your possession. No, you already gave all your rights.
No, don't take us back into the rabbit hole, my man. Yes. Okay. So yes, we wanted to use Isaac. Something happened. I don't know what it was. I mean, please forgive me.
Is it you only use members of the Dadue? And Isaac was not a member. Is not a member of the Dadue.
I can't confirm that. I'm sorry. It was not based upon that. I'm not trying to lie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, I mean, I don't know why you want. I 1 minute. Let me talk. I don't know what they actually want to hear from you. You already made yourself clear tonight about things, how GGAA, blah blah blah, and the people saying you are not truth. You are not forthcoming. You are not giving out. You are afraid. You've been cornered. You've been pounded on, cornered.
You will be sued.
Afraid to speak the truth.
He will be sued.
Who's going to sue him? Suing for what? They don't have courts in Des Moines, Iowa. So how are you going to sue the man? Somebody influenced somebody. That's from my own sister Jojo. Teresa said I'm gonna leave her, but I'm gonna leave her brother-in-law.
Yeah, Teresa, how you doing, ma?
Somebody said the man talking to the button.
No,
it's not truth. It's not forthcoming. That's what I'm saying.
Forthcoming about what, though? I mean, I should call people names that we gave check to because they were bereaved. I should call people names that we gave check to
for TV, for the TV, radio, TV. Yeah,
websites.
And cameraman.
That's irresponsible. Don't push me into the rabbit hole.
Or you call other names?
Of course, they feel the test of being protected. To me,
and your heart we got credible information that the border room had that time that you had hotel rooms paid for, but 20 to 30 of them, and only you guys alone in those hotels.
That was not true. That was not true. Each and every one of us. Let me tell you something. I wrote a narrative, a 2-page narrative. I know it's going to take a long time, but it has the detail because at the time I wrote this story, my memory were really still clear on the events that actually transpired in Richmond. Okay? Nobody, the association did not pay for anybody's hotel room in Richmond.
What are you talking about?
I am telling you because I'm the treasurer.
You got paid. Send that guy some money. He did not pay the hotel.
Let me read my story.
Because the agreement that you were supposed to pay for certain rooms in the hotel to get a deal. You guys did not pay for it. They refused to open the hotel, the convention hall, that money.
You know why?
They refused to open it. I saw you guys standing in the rain, in the cold, discussing. I passed by you guys and parked my car, and you telling me different thing tonight.
You know why?
You guys now the guy refused to open the place?
Yes. He refused to open the place, but you know why?
You have to pay extra money.
You know why?
You did not follow the contract.
You know why? You know why? Because I said Joshua Bauer took $10,000 earlier in January, and they never put the deposit down. I told you. Tell Joshua to call me. Tell Joshua to say, Jeremiah Shar. I said it. Joshua Bauer, they never made deposit to that hotel. That's why the hotel owner, it was few days before the convention, before Joshua Bauer went, he called me back. I sent $3,900 and never checked. In addition to the $10,000 we sent back in January, we sent another $3,900 check. Okay, that money was actually. Then he came back. He wants. How much did he say he won? That's what Bible said. He wants. Where is it? He wants 3,000, which is 10%, of the get intake. $3,900 as a reimbursement to his chapter. How can you do that? I'll read the story. Just about when I reached on Thursday night, I was the first elected official that actually arrived in Richmond. I was the first. When I reached, I never knew anything about the hotel. Okay? I booked my hotel near the airport. I was sleeping. I called Joshua, my man, I'm in town. You know, I'm the only elected official here now. I'm in town. I left message upon message. Joshua never called me. He never answered my call. Do you know that he was at the time talking with the hotel owner for us to have convention there? Yeah. So in the morning, around 7 o'clock, Joshua called me. Can you come, please? I said, "Why? I need $1,000 because I need to. We need to make a deposit to the hotel because they are not giving us the keys." I said, "For what? We sent $13,000 to you. So why are you doing this again? You can bring Joshua Bauer on. He and I will debate, and he's responsible for the association money. They never did. Then he went and signed a contract with the hotel that everyone who came to that convention will reside at that hotel at a reduced price. That was a contract he signed. Otherwise, we're going to pay an additional $9,750.
So you are calling him out tonight? Is it because
I was outraged?
He's unpaid for because there are some people named that you are protecting. So why calling him out tonight?
Because this one,
other names.
I'm not trying to be biased.
No, you are
biased.
obviously. That's what we're saying. You are being biased.
I'm
So
not trying to be
all names
biased.
should be protected.
I'm not trying to protect any other people. And I don't see anybody that I'm protecting here, you know, don't really matter. Joshua Bauer took that money. The 10,000
in January.
When
they were standing in front of the hotel in our
we were standing in front of the hotel.
You had to get another 9,700.
No, yes, we went to the bank,
and then they gave you the hotel rooms.
No, because
that was the contract. Now, if you don't, then you pay. So you pay the money. Then they give you the hotel rooms.
Because Joshua Bauer signed a contract with the hotel that at least 500 people will come lodge at that hotel there. And where will get 500 people from to lodge at that hotel? So the guy said, okay, since there's 500, you don't have the people to come lodge at this hotel. For that reason, I had to come. My hotel money that I spent at the airport, I lost that money. I had to come back to the place where we're having a convention to pay for another room at the regular price. At a regular price of $75 a night. I don't know, 75 or 65, something like that. I had to come back. Okay, we had to pay that $9,750 because the hotel manager said, his name is Mr. Pete. Mr. Pete claimed this is the blatant violation of the agreement signed by Mr. Bauer in April. Now, remember, folks, this agreement was to be signed in January. We sent the money in January. I remember very vividly. I can put this thing here online and you will see it. So those are the people that were undermining Fred Guian and his administration.
Why you didn't carry them to the board?
Mm-hmm.
When the board asked you to come, all that thing you read, you know, about with the hotel manager, all those letters and things, and checks that you got paid $9,000 because we're not going to go in there. So nobody can blame you for
that's what Bauer. Let me see what you did.
And why you didn't go in front of the board?
This is what Joshua Bauer did. And I'll read word for word. I wrote this. I didn't write it now. I wrote it. I wrote this story here in July of 2016. I put it in my hard drive. I wrote this story in July of 2016. Okay. And I'll read excerpts of it. It's a long thing. I arrived in Richmond on Thursday, May 5, 2016 at 7:30 p.m. via the Richmond International Airport on United Airlines. After settling down in my hotel room for far away from the site of the convention, I called the president of the chapter to let him know I'm in town as the first elected official to arrive to get things off the ground. He didn't answer. 90 minutes later, I tried again. No answer. I was very, very angry. I wanted to eat something or drink some soup. By 11 p.m., I tried Mr. Bauer's number again, hoping he will pick up this time around. He didn't. I slid into my bed and went to sleep in a hotel room near the airport. At 8:45 in the morning, Mr. Bauer called me, requesting that I meet him at the convention site. But I didn't know the real area. I did not even know the real area. So how can the association actually pay for hotel? And how did he get to know that I was in town anyway?
Because you called him and left a message.
Yeah. I asked him rhetorically, was he really ignoring my calls last night? Okay, I will meet him after a shower. So I went there after the shower. When we met at 10:08, and at 10:08 a.m., I complained to Mr. Bauer that he wouldn't answer my call last night. He said his phone was giving problems. That's what he told me. And that he thought of changing the phone several times in the past. He never apologized. But Mr. Bauer actually called me to request that I issue a check for $1,000 as a refundable security deposit. So now the money we send in January, where is it?
Uncle, I heard you and Jeremiah don't have your small town day. You ain't get a girlfriend story because the way you calling them and he out tonight.
No, tell Joshua to call me. Tell Joshua can do anything. I have record on him. He stole the association $10,000 for
So can you call the other name that you refused to call? I think you and Jeremiah had Samuel was small in back in the days. He passed around your girlfriend, or you pass around your girlfriend, one of those. That why you calling your name out tonight.
Oh, hold on, Mercy. Okay. Hold on. For 10,000, a refundable deposit. I called the president to confirm. The president was still in Philadelphia, getting ready to come to Richmond. He said Joshua told him the money will be refunded, but that I must do a due diligence to make sure the security deposit is refunded after the convention. Joshua signed a voucher. Remember, it's not a check. Joshua signed a voucher. And I issued a check number 1058 for $1,000. Joshua cashed the check right before me at the nearby Wells Fargo Bank. He said the hotel management does not accept checks. Really? So he will not get that $1,000 check to the hotel because they don't accept check. I began to scratch my head. Okay, I concede. But Mr. Bauer was right. The hotel does not accept check. Yes. Or perhaps they saw us coming. So they try to discriminate against us. Oh, before I forget, Bauer said, I used my credit card to pay for a hotel room for the guest speaker. It cost me $333.56. I will need that money now, sir. He demanded. I issued him the very next check, 1059, upon signing another receipt or voucher, and he cashed it right before me in the bank, in the same bank. At the convention site hotel, an Indian expert said he would not open the doors to the ballroom. He said the pricing agreement was not fulfilled on our part. Mr. Pete, I little got to know his name, said the price was no longer $6,500 for the ballroom. It is now $14,000. Yes, $14,450. This is because, pursuant to the agreement signed by the chapter president, Mr. Bauer, 150 rooms of his hotel were to be booked and paid for by Sunday, May 1, 2016, at the rate of $70 a room by Grenadians. Okay? And by noon on Friday, May 6, per his registry of visitors who are Grenadians, he had only 48 people. Okay? I decided I would check out of my hotel near the airport and book a room at the convention just to make the numbers up, just to bring the number up, just to help boost the number of Grenadians based on the hotel's request. Mr. Pete claimed this is a blatant violation of the agreement signed by Mr. Bauer in late April. Now, remember, folks, this agreement was to have been signed in January after Mr. Bauer received that $10,000. We're now in May.
So you're in administration, people. The person say, I want the money, you're sending it to them. They don't even see the agreement, nothing.
They send a budget. The chapter sent a budget for the convention.
But then they sign agreement, and I see it.
What agreement do we sign?
Nobody there, no cheerleader go there, nobody.
No. These people that undermine us so bad. They threw the stone and hit the hands behind their back.
Who are those people?
The people in Richmond. If you remember being in Richmond, there was no food. People were hungry.
I bought Subway and bought McDonald's because I assumed that you guys refused to give the people money to cook.
We give them money.
I paid myself. I went and bought my food, even though I paid my convention fee.
In the end, we spent $22,283.56 just for holding that stupid place there, that stupid convention hall there, all the ceilings were falling. that's the incompetence of some people. That was some of the undermining they brought.
Okay, let's go to the other checks. But that's what Bau may auto lose. How about the other people who you pay service to who you pay to run on services?
That's all right. Let them go. This one.
He said, let him go. He protected that name. Joshua a village power behind to next 200 hours they call a for. Joshua village power not doing justice to net.
You got a question for the brother or sister?
Yeah.
He resisted. This man is so much unfair to the point that I have no words for him. Because I know that Joshua, village people mean to call Joshua name, but he protected the TV station, the camera man. All the names are being protected tonight. Bereavement checks are being protected. But Joshua, village people, very powerful. So I get a question for him.
The association, I said, we wanted to sue Joshua. We actually wanted to sue Joshua in this chapter, but they were very limited. What would we get from suing the chapter? What would the association get from suing just the chapter in Richmond?
Because they were thinking about your own suing too. So you sue Joshua, you'll be sued too.
People were hungry. People were, littering all in the place. The whole place was like a camping.
Is that the guy there?
Yes, I wrote that check. Yes, that was the check I wrote. $333 going right. $333.56. That's it, right? Yes.
Is that your signature?
Yeah, that's my signature. That check was written on the 6th.
And you still had the checkbooks at that time?
Yeah, I had a checkbook. So these are the people who were the Achilles heel.
Uncle Pierre, after the show, I will call you and you will confess to me what it transpired between you and Joshua.
Because
check for
okay, yeah, that $1,000 you say for horse security deposit. I just read the story here. So I remember very, very clearly.
You signed it.
I did.
May 6th, 2016.
Yes. So, Mercy, there's nothing particular about Jackson.
Who wrote the other check?
Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tuition for students in Liberia.
Who signed the check?
I don't know who did.
Who signed the check?
Who? Let me see. No signature? The president.
Are you in the president's signature?
Yes.
This is the check that we want to see in GGA. The treasurer and the Senate. It's not one person writing 38 checks.
But we not see Zedward to do the check here. Where was
I don't remember issuing check to Zedward. I don't.
You pay legal fees?
Where?
It's a check here that talk about legal consultation.
I don't know. Yeah, so my man, yes, that's my little story. I'm calling.
That was signed by you and Fred.
Yeah, how much was it?
Legal consultation. Who they were advising?
I don't remember, sir. Maybe it was because we wanted to sue Joshua and the hotel. Oh yeah, we wanted to sue the hotel. We wanted to sue the hotel in that place.
Yeah, the people then y'all get the money too. Look now.
Wendell Allen.
Oh.
Money, wo.
The money, you. That was Zoe Meta. May remember it. Good
money, wo, brother.
Why you did to Beaumont Bridge?
Beaumont Bridge. I saw that Beaumont Bridge. I saw that check here too.
Why you did that?
I don't remember. I really don't.
You
I
sign
don't remember. Fast forward.
You sign it.
I really don't remember.
Not yet, man. You want to say remember where?
Nah.
I said, what's the church there?
Bon mind, please. Let me see it. Bon mind. Oh, okay. Contribution to Bon Mind's Bridge Elderly Care. Check number 1051. $150.
You got to wrote out of checks.
Checks were meant to be written.
They pay your fees to travel and lodge in good hotels while we slept in.
No. I read my story here. If you don't believe my story that I pay for my hotel in Richmond, then it's up to you. But I pay for my own hotel. I pay for 3 rooms. 3 nights over there at the airport, and then came down here and bought another 3 rooms. You know. So
Uncle Shar, let me ask you the question you just escaping it. Who was the TV guy that you get checked to?
How much was the check anyway?
Y'all get a lot of checks. Y'all get checks to people, and y'all know the people.
Me, I know the people.
No, the reason Joshua Pa, he really people really giving you hard time to let what the uncle go in for. There are 2 things happening in the case here. You know, Uncle Pa bien one woman before the time they were young.
No, because he was very mean. He was very mean to me. He was very, very mean. He was mean. I wanted to eat pepper soup that night, and he and then he extorted money from me the next day. Then in the evening, the people couldn't open the hall. He followed the guy and they come to me over there. And then I issued another check for $14,450. Oh.
Okay, Mr. Shar.
So these are some of the things the board's supposed to stick behind. We're trying to do this and then they say, "Ooh, Fred, we ain't got it."
You told the board. You expect the board to know. You expect the board to know this thing. The board call you guys for invest. You refuse to go in front of the board. The board are Marabu people.
Ooh, the heaven is falling. Ooh, Fred Guia is building a mansion in Liberia. Ooh, Jeremiah Shar.
You guys wrote Jeremiah Shar. Let me tell you tonight, you guys wrote loose checks. Checks were all over the place. You're just writing people checks. Is that the reason that you guys went and order check books to write people checks? I'm looking at 30 some more checks here. Just written check. They want you to say something like that. They want 700. Then when I check that sit on the one more again.
The sheer volume of checks does not matter. Like I said,
it don't matter. You're sending people money out. You send those people check and give it to people. And the people, the organization board that is there for a check and balance call you to come and justify the reason you get the checks out and you refuse to come in front of check the board. And then he pinch you and he say you don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't see anything wrong with what we're doing.
The people, the student that came, you said they were in or Seattle, Washington. You knew that when students were there, you saw them, you know their names, you know their names, or you just send checks to them.
I spoke with Dorber, Joshua Dorber. I spoke with him.
Joshua Dorber. Who you got Joshua Dorber?
Joshua Dorber. You don't know Joshua Dorber? I'm sorry. He was principal of Georgia Multilateral High School years ago.
So you know the students' names that came?
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, and check.
No evidence, but you send checks.
We discussed it. We discussed it in the executive meeting. And it was decided.
Was the board informed?
No.
The board does not have to approve of every check we send.
And that's why the board call you now to come, give reason, justify your checks, written checks, and you refuse to come in front of people, Mr.
The board
is you not. Told us on Tuesday that you are an auditor in Iowa, Des Moines, and you gave the company, the state gave money. You audit these people. When the state call these people that they gave money, and you find some discrepancy, and you call these people, will they not appear in front of the auditors to clarify and justify what they use?
They are not my auditors. They are not my auditors.
No, I'm just saying something.
I pick up my. But me, listen. I don't know. You're asking me why we didn't appear before the board. To be frank, there were a lot of things that happened during that time while we didn't appear. And my only contention was the constant threat of impeachment. So, well, then let the chips fall where they may.
To me, I think when you were going to appear in front of the people and explain yourselves, the people were not going to get come and say impeachment because the board were in charge. I can remember the last meeting. I can remember the last meeting that I went to. I was in that meeting. I think at Israel with the board.
I did not go there.
I think it was the board. The board was split. But after you refused, that's when I said, literally, Vivian Dianque. You know the lady I'm talking about. I think Muslim knows Vivian Dianque.
Vivian is
and when she drew it right there. She and one other lady, she afraid them disrespecting us. They don't want to come here. I voted for him. I campaigned for him. And he's disrespecting. He don't want to. That's when the board, it was 50-50. After that meeting, it was 80-20.
because we failed to appear.
What are you talking about, Shar?
We didn't see merit in why they were calling us.
And when you didn't see merit,
it still doesn't matter. If you knew your conscience were clear with all those textbooks that were, flying around, it's just to go. This is the head of the organization. Why couldn't you just present yourself and vindicate yourself and give a clear explanation?
That's all right. It's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's done. So, Mr. Shah?
Yeah.
The French man was saying merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup,
monsieur.
C'était tout ce qui t'a dit ce soir.
Oui.
Je te dis la vérité. Tout ce qui t'a dit ce soir.
Oui.
Si on vous amène à la justice, là, il n'y a personne qui va revenir. Mais Dieu merci pour notre président pour dire que nous, on veut de la paix et parce que
mais ce n'est pas la loi dans notre organisation. It's not the law.
C'est ce que tu penses. Mais elle a le droit pour vous convoquer. Elle a le droit. Si elle veut.
Il a tout droit de faire ce qu'il a fait.
Il n'y a pas de droit pour aller.
Il va l'arrêter.
Il a tout droit.
Il peut manger tout l'argent.
Il a tout droit de faire ce qu'il a fait.
The man say you follow the law.
Non, il n'a rien su. Il n'a rien.
And you say what they want.
Je suis très désolé ce soir. Moi, je pensais qu'il était venu ici pour dire, il est en train de dire le nom des autres et en train de cacher le nom des autres.
Oui, les gens qui ont caché, qui j'ai caché comme ça, God bless them.
Je suis très, très désolé ce soir-là, monsieur.
C'est Michael Couleur.
C'est la vie.
We gotta go, Jack.
No, you ain't got a portable line. Michael Couleur.
Oh, they have some questions, so yes, just a few minutes.
Michael.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Doba?
Yeah, go ahead with your question.
No, it's not a question. I just want, I've been listening to you guys, and I like how you posting this question to Mr. Shar. And I love my sister there helping you out too to bring these things out, because those are some of the things that we were talking about during those days, and people just felt that we were hunting people because we dislike them, and we're trying to find their downfall. I was in Richmond, Virginia, that election. We had some issue on the board around our same time frame, and because of some of these things, that's why I decided to resign and step down, so we have an election to make sure that the board is being intact. So there should be investigation, because people were using the issue that was going to board between Daniel Pine and myself. He was using that to explore the organization finances. So knowing that if we still have problem on the board, those things will continue. So I had a quick emergency meeting with guys that were supporting me at that time. I said, look, this is not about me. This is not about me acting as chairman of the National Board Director. This is about Grand Jide. So what I would suggest, I will step aside and let us have a board election so the board can be one to carry on an investigation. And I want to, on this public forum, I want to appreciate Mr. Bouillon for the steps he took. Because at the time, Mr. Bouillon was not supporting me, he was supporting Daniel Pine. But I gave him my word.
1 minute.
Get done within 1 minute time.
Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I just want to bring us.
Somebody was calling, so I had to put you on hold to connect the person. But go ahead now.
Oh, okay. So as I was saying, I want to really appreciate Mr. Bouillon at the time for what he did, the steps he took, and because he put Grand Jide first, he put the organization first over friendship. All along, he supported Daniel Pine. All the Rick Maru were going on the board. But when I met Mr. Nyone out there that morning in Richmond, Virginia, and I explained to him, look, Mr. Nyone, this is not about me. This is not about Daniel Pine. This is about Grand Jide. This is about the people who have worked hard. Their hard-earned money is being misused. So we need to come together as leader of the national board, come with one word, one voice, so we can investigate the administration. So I'm waiting to send in a letter of to withdraw myself from the board leadership. So if this will bring peace, that we can work together, I'm willing to do that. And for which I did that day. And I asked that Dennis Boa, the time is the secretary, along with Mr. Nyone, to work together with the two groups, the group that was supporting Daniel Pine and the group that was supporting me, also work together and have a board election that morning. And after that, for immediate investigation to take place concerning the whole issue that was going on we had to do our finances. I met Mr. Shar that morning. I don't know if you can remember, I met him that morning. I told him, I said, I went to the hotel, and when we were told that you guys give us $9,500, that Grand Jide will have discount, I went to the hotel, and the hotel management would not even talk to me. That there was no arrangement made for people to get room here on discount.
Right.
But Shar told me that morning that, okay, when we open, if they open after they open the door,
Friends, who's speaking?
the administration will come in.
Michael Kula.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. Shar told me that morning that after they open the doors, the administration, the president will come in, we all were going to meet to have a quick discussion. When time came, the administration refused to meet with us that morning for us to just have a quick discussion to find out what's going on because people were complaining. So people who don't know, it's good that these things are coming up. Because after the board election, Vivian Diakwe and the lady from Maryland, I think she was married to either one of the Glade or I think it was a full name again, sorry. But they were all supporting Daniel Pine. But they all met with me and we discussed with Columbus Vina and Ellis Gay, and we all decided to come together as a board, just because that we were the people that the Grand Jide was depending on, between we and the administration to carry on checks and balance. So people who don't know, at least, and after all the years, people that were throwing stones at some of us and stuff that, and we hear that people were going after people, carrying investigation, because we never wanted to see the administration going forward. We were undermining the administration. It's good that today, after all these years, that Mr. Shar is brave enough today to speak up, and say these things. And my sister, Mercy Gado, and you, I really want to give you guys thanks and appreciation for what you're doing, because Grand Jide It's for all of our grand leaders, the administration, the board, the community. Never really knew what was going on. Some of them targeted because they said we were going after Fred William. But those are those were the same reason for which we were going after Fred William. Because we wanted we were elected to carry on checks and balance. So if we called them, to meet with us because there was things that was going on that we have no knowledge about. Money was being spent here, checks were being written here and there. And as a board, we have no knowledge about how our money was being spent. But people thought we were being mean. But I mean, I'm happy that these things are coming out. I just want to show my 1 or 2 cents on the discussion that is going on. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say 1 or 2 things. Okay.
Dinah Tally?
Yeah, Mr. Dava, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. I just.
Good morning. After 12 to me.
Oh, okay. Good morning. Yeah. What Mr. Shar is doing tonight is like somebody trying to open an old home. This thing was hurting the community, and people trying to forget to come back. You have all that bunch of papers in your hand to protect you. The care was written in good faith. Why are you putting a pin to the board when they call you all those documents you have in your possession?
Maybe you want to take it by zone.
Yeah, you have a plenty of paper there. What are you doing with it? You still keeping it. Why you not hold the suitcase of paper now go to the board and say, look, this is the reason I wrote it. But all those checks were written all around here with no concrete reason. That's why you refuse to appear. And that Joshua Bauer man you're talking about, no, the guy can sort of, but you don't buy his talk. So maybe it was just the click you were in, then he didn't give you what was expected to be given to you now, then you call his name. All the checks that were ready, you went to Burma Bridge to eat a chicken and fish. What a check for Burma Bridge for?
I never lived in Philadelphia.
Yes. So these things, when you don't have anything good to tell us, please do not bring this thing back, because that's why you're there. We the leader in the community will spend our own money. When you tell people to come pay money, they say no, because they will eat your money. And you actually take the people money, you're turning around and sue us and you pay all the plenty of money. So you are opening the whole home tonight. No paper there, go burn it. Because you refer to the paper and the paper means nothing to us now. The plenty checks you wrote for no reason. You can't even console the board. You're just right there between you and Fred when you're signing check going around. And this is not your personal money. So what you're doing here tonight is just like hurting me more and more again. And I thank you, at least you're doing that. So the people that were supporting Fred William, they will know that nobody hates Fred William. But instead, you and Fred William were treating the Grenadians bad. Fred William, person that were really supporting him. The girl told me everything. Like, not a chance were waiting for no reason. And they were trying to support him because he's a brother. They don't want people to see the wrongdoing that when they were supporting him. After a few times, she left here. And you know this chair was not for no reason. So please burn those papers, because when you keep breaking their back,
What the man burn paper for? The man put in the computer, so the man burn computer, almost computer okay.
Almost okay.
I'm bringing a document.
The man.
Bring that back.
Yeah, man from Bobo. I said, why you put that Bobo man? Two songs. I'll burn Babylon town. Okay, my sister. What were you wear or you for? You know that you wear, woman. And I cover call you wear.
Yeah.
Go work for you for. Oh, da, oh, fly, move your up.
Didn't know you where memory by.
So,
just about it. Why you can't tell us all the small checks?
Well, so all of the.
My brother, don't go throw that thing away. Just Friday or Friday, they had no.
In my head, did he on the computer and did he do that? What the woman say? And go in the recycle bin, take it from the recycle bin, permanently destroy it.
What is it on the one that I read?
The thing they got your computer there.
Oh, the thing they get on your computer.
No, I'll keep it. They're part of my legacy. The only thing, the only thing I don't have. The only thing I don't have is the meeting meetings. Oh.
Okay, man, Donald will talk. Donald. Like, oh, Kunamo, you love.
Yeah, I know her.
She dealing with you.
You might get we are.
Thank you. I get idea now.
Upe, I know, hotel ya pepe.
No.
I pay TV, I pay website. That website when Joshua Brown when I heard a guy. He said, we didn't see the website, but we paid the money. And the people wanted to hurt Fred. You pay people who want to hire you money, you got a job.
Yes.
You go high or they put digging on you. Yeah, big.
Yes.
How you doing? A call out of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm fine. And you?
Oh, good. I conflict again. So again.
Oh, you didn't know that was me. Now why you let me come in? So be the first to call on the show. You know why you Fred going in nonsense? I will call. Okay.
I know.
But that's not the reason I was calling from the beginning. I thought it was campaign discussion.
Yeah, he getting endorsed.
Shame. Granted, that people, your shame.
What is she at the chair and Fred Ray again come for it?
Money.
But why he go to the bowl?
Shame.
Why he go to the bowl when they call him?
Let me tell you what my conclusion of the whole matter here.
Your conclusion don't mean that Fred don't eat the poor money.
Let me tell you, I don't have to agree. And you know when it comes to this discussion, we not agree. The conclusion of the whole matter to me, Principal, that Jeremiah Shar caused the problem because he introduced check into the community here that caused problems. So soon as see check, that check, expand. You think what the check was issue is for you to spend it.
And don't account for it.
What?
You spend it, you don't account for it.
So all the things that Jeremiah explained to you, Jenna, and I account?
No, can you tell all who the
TV The boss said that he explained it to us.
Okay, brother, listen. Somebody already heard we are in a community where everybody related and friends. So we already knew their plans. We went stand up in front Flakaje board.
She was the boy in pain, she afraid because he was Flakaje too. So
yeah, Flakaje board.
They remove me and Jeremiah show and leave our car. Yeah, your boy around here acting afraid as victim. Friend Jeremiah and leave her, they not victim to me.
So complex. I have a question for Conflict. I have two questions for Conflict. Please, I have two questions for Conflict.
You saw my show now, Conflict. Don't you saw on the show, please.
Oh, sorry, damn, I always using that word.
I have two questions for Conflict.
I said, I'm sorry, it's slip of tongue. But nobody would just be playing with somebody else's name. Listen to your put a bomb in coma until she died, man. Damn it.
Who bought man? Who bought money for you come on?
That friend, she renting on you have people for friend man.
Now you put my own man who died to you come on?
Yes.
Then no Ross or no. You can't say poor friend man in coma. The woman she died.
Friend is very confused. Friend, nobody can pass you very confused.
My was sick and my 82-year-old my mom died 82. I must say somebody poor in coma. God say you must leave 70. Friend woman, you know friend woman is.
That Conflict born the woman.
No man, huh? They a man flag. You are really give people come on. I don't make people toy man. We are in my show here. They don't come on my show and disrespect people on my show.
Man, Conflict will talk to them and then they say, "Oh, they read oh." Conflict no one can walk and pass.
Almost 60-year-old. You expect a man who is.
That's the walk point comma. That
you be reading the power around your Conflict. God told you.
Conflict is confused. Man, that's
what and 10. You tell God you reach 70, you must pray God. I'm gonna sit down and my Oma 82-year-old when she died. Then I say somebody came, mama. My Oma party, yeah, what God says she's supposed to live. God even give her 12 more years after the time God told her.
You Conflict, she's still confused. She will come out of that confusion one day.
No, she'll be okay. Nobody, you think we'll come in, baby, sit and Jeremiah Shar and Conflict here?
I wanted to complete Dion. Why she not supporting Otavia Gamer and she's supporting Eden now?
A different ball game now. Even Jeremiah Shaw here saying he's supporting Eden too.
Oh, they was they say that way people, even though Otavia didn't support that way, but Fred not beyond that way. Fred beyond that way. She
no, but that winner in the race now. So I mean, they share. They are liberty.
Oh, okay, but they are the same group, most especially.
We can link it to Rush, but that winner.
Many people will believe that. Jeremiah is supporting. Why is Fred not supporting her? And she's gonna.
I know Fred endorsed somebody already.
If Fred is not supporting Edith, if Fred is supporting Edith, why would he write that scathing letter on social media? So I conclude that Fred is not supporting Edith. But I do.
But you think he's trying to inflame things on Edith and campaigning that way and trying to bring the woman into disrepute, bringing her against the grandchildren?
I am not. I'm trying to tell people that we should give this girl another 2 years. This girl, she means well for us. This girl, she means well. Like I said from the beginning, let's leave this kid's business. Let's leave it, okay?
We came here to get things, and we already got it. You came, you endorsed. We get discussing issues.
Right.
We talk with you for a long time. So when we see you, we are Afro.
The only other time I've been here when Madison Graham passed away, it's retro, and you and I were here with Lloyd
Foley.
Lloyd Foley. That was the only other time I've been on my show. Let me tell you something.
You're not a show guy. You're not a show guy.
No, I'm not a show guy. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a politician. I'm not.
Man, load the team behind you, bro.
Who, me?
No, somebody call you. Get that thing playing.
Oh, I'm not a politician. I'm not a good public speaker. But when I write my report, you're going to read it. When I write my speech, you're going to read it. When I write,
you're a good reader too.
Yes.
So you read on Tuesday.
Oh, it was perfect. Yes. Yeah. But anyway.
But I listen to Bobby Tore, Hillary, Maturi, Maato, Gion Tore. Go ahead, Bobby.
Good evening, Mercy. Good evening, Mr. Shar.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tore.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you again.
Yes, sir, Bobby.
Not seeing who? Mercy?
No, not me. I'm Mr. Shar.
I always see Mercy, my little sister. But listen, I'm happy that you came on here tonight. You were able to make your case. But my thing is, I don't have a question for you. My thing is, sometimes we find ourselves in situation that
we can't handle.
If we're not careful, people, our associate, or people that we're feeding with, or people that we work with, these things tends to follow all and tarnish our pristine reputation for a very long time.
Right.
So my advice tonight is not only for you or for the young people coming up. You know, when people come up to you because of your competency, or people come up to you and say, listen, my man, I want you to be on my team. I think you're a bright person, you're smart. You have to take your own time and vet the people that you're joining, the team that you're about to join. You know, because you don't know the character of these people, you don't know the intention of these people. The typical example, I believe you fell prey to wanting to serve the organization, and then when you got in the midst of these people and started pushing you around to write checks and just do things, now you were caught up, and all of a sudden you had no control, so you just went with the flow. And this is the same thing I was saying. You have to be able to vet people that you associate with. At the same message I was saying to my little brother Jinky, we have a little bright guy here in Minnesota, the Jinky on the Gilmore team. I said, listen, you have a very bright future before you. You have to be very careful. It is a good thing wanting to serve your organization, but your associate, your people that you're affiliated with, it will come to haunt you in the past when you come to yourself. You are here advocating. We are telling you what we know about these people they are working with, but you're a sound man who working his PhD. You have a bright future, but you are vouching that you want to be on this team. But when it comes to haunt you tomorrow, I'm speaking to you like a big better. Jeremiah is in the shoe now. Yeah, he got to be going around answering questions all over the place. You want to go Liberia tomorrow, the person will follow you. Or my man, you want to run for something, they will follow you because somebody will come and have the records. All the check that Prince has an archive. They thing will never disappear.
And so do I. I have them too.
My advice tonight is that people have to be very, very careful who you associate yourself with, who you align yourself with, who you want to work with. It's not because you want to serve your people, you just jump in anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I don't have much to say tonight. I'll just leave it at it is. Thank you, Prince, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. You know,
you got it. You got it. The written parts and things. I got the checks. I got 32 checks on my phone. I just go right back to my cloud or wherever, hit it on it, and just
you know what? I got some checks there. What you not in your possession? I got some checks there, and I will pass it over. I know them, and we can duplicate no fake checks. There were checks there. There were checks that were being published before Samuel Oshaka Jeda resigned.
Let's go to Johnny. Johnny, don't get your way. Johnny.
Yeah, Mr. CEO, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Be quiet.
Hey, Jeremiah, how are you?
I'm all right, Gio. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I mean,
nice
you know the man. You've been knowing the man for 1978 too.
My own brother. We all grew up into that now.
You got a guy saying you've been knowing Boo from 1979, man. 1 year later, when you have Boo got friendly, your PRC man overthrew.
Boo father, Johnny, please hold on. Yeah, Boo father was a paramount chief. Boo used to be the typewriter. He used to be a very good typist. I don't know if he still does, but Boo Yole father was a paramount chief. And so they used to
go around villages with his
They used to go around villages to judge cases. And then he sits there and type. And that's how I started knowing the young man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I remember Jeremiah when I was small. They used to have a song for Buffalo Pubau.
Yeah, Pubau.
I don't know what the papi did, and they did the papi. They something.
Yeah, I know it.
They used to have some song about Boo Papi.
Yeah.
At that time, but later on I said, oh, so that Buffalo the people used to have that song for Pubau. But anyway, I'm praying. I was listening to your show, and I'm here to register my own complaint. I'm here to also accuse GGAD people for putting my mother in coma, my late mother who died. I'm sure it's the same thing, it's the same GGAD people.
That is hypocrisy in our community. They don't know they were insulting other people. They don't know those people came on stage. They didn't get money.
They get money. I get money.
I complain and came my man.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Our grandchildren politics thing that we're doing. Jackson's leftover wrote. I don't know if you can remember. This man put my mother picture on Facebook. He saw a house. He saw in Monrovia with one lady standing in front of the house. The guy said, I have a second wife in Monrovia. My mother is a woman.
Yeah.
And she endorsed, the kind of behavior. In Monrovia and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah. And, no, y'all go tell Confrere that. I know you. I know. She said she was a woman. She care her children for 9 months. So I know your man care you. I know your man for 3 months. She care you for.
Yeah, that's 3 months.
Man can care children the belly for 9 months.
Yeah. And when she commenting on nonsense, they give ourselves.
One of Fred supporter when they took people house picture in Monrovia and said that I stole GGAA money, and that's the money that I used to build a house in Liberia. And the man went and put it on Facebook. And Pastor Song stole GGAA money and built a house for his mother in Liberia. Can you imagine that kind of stuff? So you guys are the one that killed my mother also. And so if we want to then we all have, but anyway, just for, just following, I've been listening to your show here. Mm-hmm. It's good that Jeremiah came out and clarified, and, a lot of these things. Just like my brother Kokobi was saying just now, You know, sometimes when you are affiliating with people, you yourself might not be engaged in certain acts. But once the group that you are in, anything that they do, all of you guys get painted with the same brush. And you know, and this is why it is incumbent upon us when you are in or when you are affiliating. You're putting double here. Richard Banto is our very close friend. When certain things happened here and Richard Banto, and you know, was holding on to GGAA check and this and that, every one of us will put more on, on Richard Banto. We didn't step back and say, oh, because Richard Banto is our friend, and so the things he's doing, you know, we keep quiet and this and that. In fact, I remember Prince used to have his show. And you know, and he came at Richard Bantu on that particular show and said, look, my man, give the people the money. Eventually, Richard Bantu did the right thing.
To get a check.
Exactly. Until he gave the check.
Check up, so Jenny to be the mediator.
You know,
and get a check.
That's the role we should all play in this thing.
And the blanks,
you know, don't say, oh, because the person is my friend, or because so and so thing, you know, happening. My own, I mean, I don't want to say something so that in the end, the people will say that all of you people are involved in it, and they will pin you up, you know, with the same brush. So, I mean, Jeremiah, I know you will keep explaining yourself, you know, from here from now to Judgment Day, because a lot of these things that happen. Like some of the things that you just, you know, that you mentioned here about website and this and that. For me, I knew about all of those stuff because when we went to, remember the convention we went to in Virginia, the financial report that you guys did there. I mean, I still have a copy of that financial report. That website thing was there at almost, I think, 1,000 or 900 and something for website that we didn't see today. Then, you know.
Jeremiah said, on the website. He said, we didn't see it. He said,
no.
He told him, man, boo, you know.
And here is the thing, Prince. Before Friday came, you know, to office, GGAA, we had a very good website. If some of you can remember, it was somewhere that worked on that website. I was Secretary General at that time, and we worked on that website. We built it. If you go to that website, every chapter was there. If you click on this chapter, you will see the membership.
My picture was there. Oh, our president.
Everybody was on that website.
That was the first time I ever walked out. That picture you had there, I walked out.
One of the best website that we have ever designed. When they came in, instead of them building on that website, no, they wanted to erase everything that had to do with Truman College administration. They said they would come up with their own website. So that website that we paid for that was well designed and everything, they said they got rid of it. In the end, what did we get? Zero. And you know, and this is just a lesson for incoming administration. You and somebody, you know, can have differences. It doesn't mean that you people are enemies. If Fred Guianan did something, or if Idepoa did something, and the new people come in, you can get rid of the bad one, but let the good one stay. Praise the person said, look, even though I have differences with Jeremiah Shar or with Gay Chue, but this one he did, and you know, he did good. This other one, and you know, I mean, we are not going to keep it, but this one we'll keep it. That website should have been preserved. But they did away with it. The new one that we spent $1,000 plus for up to this time, we don't even know where it is. You know, so these are some of the things that, you know, that happen. I also remember in our particular financial report, they allocated money there. They say to establish a chapter in this place here. They state that Marco gave
in Michigan.
Yes, to establish chapter and this and that and whatsoever. Money was allocated for that. It was just recently now when Otago wanted to run before this, you know, they started putting Michigan chapter together. Where that money for establishing Michigan chapter went today, you know, we have no idea. So all of these things happen. We saw these things. So when people come here and say, you know, the way, and Daniel Talley raised a very good point. I think my brother Fred himself used to have all of these documents. Fred would say, I got all my evidence in my folder here. Why didn't you take all of those evidence to the board? The people call you for, I myself who were here when I was president for Texas chapter, when Grand Jury Association, we have our convention there. Certain things didn't go wrong, they didn't go right, especially when it comes to food and this and that. They appointed a committee and they made Michael Gilman chair for that particular committee to investigate. Michael Gilman myself, we couldn't see eye to eye. I saw I availed myself to the committee. I didn't say Michael Gilman myself, we are not friends, he against me and this and that and whatsoever, so I'm not going to go. No, I went. Because I knew I had nothing to hide. And at the end of the day, everyone on our committee, you know, they came out praising me and they said, well, the man did nothing wrong. Everything the man presented here, he got evidence, he had documentation and whatsoever. And I exonerated myself. What if I have said, oh, you know what? They made Marco chairman for this, committee to investigate me and Marco and myself with this and that. I'm not going to go. Hey, people are going to take it up to this time. Oh, Gates will refuse to go to the committee that was appointed to investigate me. So these are some of the things. But anyway, thank you very much. Like I said, I'm following the show. The only reason for which I came on, I didn't really want to say anything. But when somebody said, "Oh, your poor friend, man, in coma," I'm like, "Well, the other all who mother your poor in coma also we got to come up,
Ali, our old man was the first to go. Our old man was the first to go.
Jenny, thank you. I know all this thing boils down to me. Not abandoning.
Yala then will conclude here and get out of here.
Yeah.
So Yala is the last caller. Johnny,
Mr. Yala, how are you, sir?
Listen to Yala. Yala, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Dawa, and good evening to Mercy. Good evening to my senior comrade Jeremiah Shar.
Yes, sir.
Greeting, Uncle. Greeting, Uncle.
Mr. Dawa, before I get to the point, let me just send this how they call it, footnote out here, or let me just say to the public that are listening. Jeremiah Shah, as an individual, and who I know is a very brilliant Nigerian. And you ask me what you mean. I met on the legacy of Jeremiah Shah, Emmanuel Bawiye, and a lot of other good guys at the Zori Multilateral High School when I first enrolled at that school. And I mean Zori Multilateral High School. Those days, people who know what I'm talking about, who know what that was those days, who know what I'm talking about exactly. He's a very smart guy, a big brother, and moreover, the little town, or the town he came from, let me just forget what size, but the town he came from, Tojila town, most of the folks I get to know from Tojila town, including a very good friend of mine who myself sat in class from 10th all the way to 12th grade, is like Baglebo, are all smart guys. For some reason, the guys from Tojila town,
they get book medicine there.
The guys from Tojila town, they are endowed. They're very good. I mean, I know what I'm talking about academic competition, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to push that out there. But Prince, I'm kind of disappointed in the big brother. Again, Mr. Shah has the right or has every reason to do what he did tonight. But like Daniel Talley put it, the president Daniel Talley, the way she put it, you can't come on here. You choose to explain to the public what transpired, what happened a couple of years ago, and you choose to call certain people names, and you emphasize that with a strong vigor on certain people's names. But then when you kind of say, I don't want confusion in the community, then you just tell the people out here that you're not genuine. And I felt disappointed because I saw this guy as a big brother, as a very good figure. I think he stays that person. I don't want to take that away from him. But you emphasize your
you think the brother being tortured, cornered, and coerced into that?
Definitely, Prince, our brother is compromised. You can tell from the
Alex, I understand your point, but I think
so that may end, then you conclude. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, he's compromised. That's the disappointing part because I know Jeremiah Shah. Like I said,
you been knowing the man from 79 too?
No, man.
Trust me, not for 79. But I think he graduated, but I got there, as far as I got there, they left. But I met Emmanuel Bawiye because I was student council president, and all these guys, I followed them, I followed their records. They're smart guys. And Jeremiah has been putting it throughout his life. Like he said last on the show, he went as a certified public accountant. I'm not surprised. But the guy is compromised. I know he's been compromised with you on the show tonight. So like I said, like the President Donald Trump said, throw the papers away. Don't you be passing us like documents out and show this because the document worth nothing. They'll put the community in a complete disarray. We have all the rigmaroles going on. Simple thing that you did that you could just come and explain to the board. You choose not to. And then at the end of the day, now you come in to tell us. So I think it's been far-fetched. Again, I mean, he must have the courage to come out to discuss this thing tonight. When he came back, I think he was just coming to redeem himself from what happened out of there because I don't know what was going on in his home. I saw him going back and forth, and then he left the show. So tonight he came out. I thought we just came out to listen, and which was good he did. or to come and and emphasize that people embarrass that administration, people put them in situations that they could not handle. Then he called few names and then left a lot of people out. I'm very disappointed about that tonight. But again, a good show. I always hold you. I hold you to that esteem. I know you can do better. I know you have the you have the ability to do better. And I know you're a good guy. You got a good heart and you are a good engineer. I mean, I can vouch for you anywhere when it comes to education, how smart somebody can be. So I just want to express that. Thank you for the time, Prince.
All right. So Mercy, where are you?
She I think attending to her daughter, but you can go ahead. Let us try to wrap it up now.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
We're going to 1 o'clock my time here. We're going to 12 o'clock on your side there.
Yes. What happens is, I think the issue with Joshua, his actions were more egregious to me than any other person. I can't come here and then cause confusion, but I think I made it clear from the beginning that this community, if you don't have the ability, if you don't have the skill, the charisma, the leadership ability that I think Edie has, this community is rotting. This community is rotting. They have people who do things to bring down others. And the one thing that Crown Man likes is to use his power against his fellow Crown Man. Crown Man loves to do that. Liberal men as a whole, they like to use their power against their fellow men to the disadvantage of other men. So my message tonight is, let's come together. I know this thing will be over soon and rebuild this community. Like for me, I think I retired from Grand Gita politics. I know you see me here talking about Edith and the other folks. You'll see me going to conventions. I'll be going to conventions. I do not want any position. I'm not a politician. I kept telling people, I'm not a good public speaker. I'm not somebody who say, this guy will be this. No, I'm not. I consider myself as a technocrat. So forget it. I'll put my word where I think it should go. I'll look at people, look at leaders and say, hey, yes, I think you're good to go. I think I can support you. But not for me to come and be part of administration or no. And this is what it is. Thank you very much. I wish you good night. We spend 3 hours here now.
Yeah. It's necessary. When they ain't getting for a long time, and when they get to you, you have to spend some time with the people.
No, I mean, I don't know whether you'll see me here again because I'm not a show person.
I know how to get you.
Well, you will call my wife.
No, we're bringing Joshua Bao back. Then it will make you to come back.
Can I bring Joshua Bao?
Bring Joshua Bao anytime. I'll come here and debate with him.
Okay.
If what I read on my laptop here tonight, if what I read here is false,
Joshua Bao guy on a laptop. You know
I think he's incompetent. I think what he did during that convention was more egregious, and he cost us money. We hire lawyers to retrieve our money back from that hotel to no avail.
And you didn't tell the bull. You guys were running the administration, the North Korea thing. They just do whatever they want to do to shoot missile any hour, anytime, and make the American afraid.
I know he's gonna watch this show.
Y'all sue the people. Y'all try to get a lawyer, and we just hearing it tonight.
Yeah, you saw legal fees over there.
Yeah, I mean, we're just hearing it with the fee, with the letter.
You just said you displayed a check. You displayed a check for legal fees. Yeah. It was because of that guy, because of the money we lost.
Yeah, you never use, you never.
Anyway, okay. Good night, folks.
Uncle Shar, it was a pleasure having you here tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mercy.
Yeah,
I love seeing you too.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you here tonight.
Okay, guys.
All right, man. Thank
Go.
you.
Bye.
Madam Gallo.
Yeah.
You are Gallo, Enzo?
Oh, come on now. Come on.
Gallo.
Ain't say I'm a Gobonian. What was the
Goborians?
Gobonian?
You are Goborian. You are Boo, you Boo, you're a dinosaur. All of you guys are Goborians.
But well, I mean, you know, we all saw what happened tonight on this show. I respect Uncle Jeremiah. He's a nice guy that got caught up in the midst of corrupt people. And then exposing these people also to him will make him look bad because they were all team. So all the phone calls that were coming in when he was on your show for the first time, he went. Yeah.
32 calls. 32.
Yes. So
I the one that went to his wife, it will be in the 50s.
So it was a regroup. It was a
regroup of Vendetta Patrick.
It was a regroup. So eventually they coached him. So he was very critique, he was very careful of how to speak it tonight. But the bottom line here is, I perceive that he's a very good guy.
Yeah.
But he's just got caught up.
Yeah. The guy they jammed the man to send checks until he got angry and sent a whole check to a friend.
And you know what? Come and get it because I'm tired with this crap.
And check got the check, but it was a lead. Damn, time to move on.
So he got frustrated and then he couldn't take it anymore. So he's like, you know what? I'm done with this crap. You can have it. So, that's the situation he found himself in. That's the case he found himself in. But he's a very good guy from, I perceive, from the way I just, interacted with him. And the phone call that came in back to back didn't help. So they called him back, they grill him. The right English word tonight is they grill him.
They regroup.
Yes. And that regrouping, that was the grill what took place behind closed doors.
Yeah, they regroup.
So that when he comes back here, he should not stay. But that Thursday night, it was the Bandia night that he came for.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, that Tuesday night.
The man I posted the Jeremiah break silent on the prison. That thing I was laying there, I posted 12 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock your time. 11:15. The calls went into that brother phone, then the phone was jammed. Text messages, calls. He don't call me, I don't know, for one reason he called me Doorbird. Doorbird? These people are calling my wife. Doorbird? I said, well, man, I'm not Gissy, man. What you calling my name Gissy way for? Doorbird. Man, the guys they are jamming my phone all over the place. The man myself on the phone talking, my man, they start jamming the man phone. The whole show stopped. The man went, they kicked the man out. The phone could not take it no more. The back-to-back call. Jimmy called, John called, hit out, all these people pop, and tell the man phone. Calls coming from almost nearly all the 50 states. That you got GGAD member. Call were coming from those states.
That Tuesday, that man appearing on the show that Tuesday was like somebody coming with a debut, with a weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, that's what came.
They had to stop him and they stopped him.
Yeah, that was a weapon of mass destruction right there.
Stop it, man.
So he need to be stopped. Because if he wasn't stopped, because if you use a weapon of mass destruction, there will be nobody left in the town. So they were actually, supposed to stop him to save the town. That was actually what happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was not easy. But the brother did good.
He did well.
He did well. He could say what I people who call say the brother holding back things, which of course I believe too that he was holding things back.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, we get certain information. When we bring that information out, it's going to cause trouble. We hold those information.
Yeah.
The checks. The checks. I don't know. He thought I never had the checks.
No, he never told you that.
Yeah, he thought it has been. I mean, the checks are erased. They're out. Because I even got last night when I interviewed Gilmore, he said he denied all from that he wrote things. I got the Facebook. Go back, go on Facebook and go to search and put the person all those things and just put a year. They will bring those things.
Yeah.
After the brother and myself were talking last night, and I accused him. I told him that he wrote about Eddie Yala, Collins, and then especially Yala, and the brother said he couldn't. No, it's not me. Can't remember.
Oh, Rosie, where?
But yes, right here. Look. Who wrote look at the year? Who wrote that thing?
It's 2015.
From Otavio B. Gilmore.
Otavio Gilmore.
July 15, 2015.
Yes. Yeah.
He wrote it against who? But then
and that's why we need to be careful. Everything we say there today.
He said,
you must be.
He said, then he said, he won't go sue people. So calling we're going to sue in that time, anything the court we're going to get tired with.
Yes, they're going to get tired with her. That's the word. Yeah. We need to be very careful. For me, when I come on here, I says anything, it'll be very hard for me to delete. Because I'm me. That's what you got to think.
Yeah. He took Eddie Yara picture and Thelma Collins picture. He put it up.
Yes, and put them together.
They never sue him. They didn't take him to court.
Because when they are leaders.
They are leaders. They didn't took him. They never took him to court. They never.
Wow. Everything we say at Facebook, keep it. And you can go and search it today. One of our brothers are supposed to go to France to be a finance minister. What did they do to him? They brought by an old video. They hunt him down.
Yeah. It's Eddie Yara quest to lead KSDA.
Yes.
KSDA to lead KSDA embeds sectionalism and infested with greed and corruption.
I don't know where that was coming from.
Eddie Yara talking to court?
No, never. We never heard of that.
Never went to court. And look at that scene there. He wrote a lot.
Because you think it's, that's what we need to be careful.
I blew up public radio. Yeah. Otavio B. Gilmore, July 15th.
He posted July 15th.
They didn't take him to court. Nobody sued him.
But anyways,
and then on that same day, the 9th, July 9th.
He posted again Collins.
Thelma Collins,
8,000 ID money 15 scam.
Yeah. Thelma never sued him. Thelma didn't say, "Oh, my wife will hear this
and get mad at me that I'm a thief
and take the children from me."
Yes.
So we didn't go to court those days.
We never.
So just search it out, and you're gonna see it right there. Boom! It just popped out. You just copy it. That's what I did to the brother again. I just went to my cloud.
But you need to find out video of me and Leva McCavey and Anthony Urick.
I will look for it. And Nathaniel
Cry.
Yeah, he did that video thing. I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll research tomorrow and see if I can put it out. I hear how to go to a name, tap in the space. I think it happened 2016, 2017. Yeah, I put 2016.
It was 16. It was 16. I mean, I'm still independent, indecisive. I do not have a candidate right now that I'm supporting, but there are some things that were done and we are interested, because the reason you see me sometimes I come out here because some of us, we were very much hated in the community during Fred regime. We stood up, we fought, and because these are things we were saying and we were speaking out. We were people like me, I was very vocal. GGA, some of us were fully involved 2015. And in 2017, 16, we just draw back because it was just going, a different way. So we don't hate anybody. If they live with us, we want to be, reconciled. But how can somebody who does not see their wrongdoing reconcile? That's where we are right now. First of all, you must sit down and say and self-evaluate yourself, self-examine yourself, and say, you know what, we went this far and it wasn't right. And all we have is one another. So just put this aside and come together. That's the path that I better want us to be on right now. But where people are still being there are wrong things, some of them have realized the wrong to come and reconcile. But we will continue.
The first thing they said, our friend was right to write checks.
Yeah, that was the
The board was not right to call him to ask him how the checks have been written. What written. The board don't have that authority to do that. They don't respect you. All right here, conflict. All right, disrespected the board. Call them some kind of names, But she respect Fred. But she don't respect the other people. The Constitution specify who does what. What the executive do, what the board would do. It's specified in there. The board there for check and balance.
What are you respecting the board?
The board, you must submit to the board.
Yes.
What the law say. Then change the law. Strap the whole constitution. Say no constitution. Send Fred, we have our president. He's our demagogue. We cancel the constitution.
Yeah.
And then maybe you bring it out. The poor for one we agree.
It was the idea of people hating Fred. No, we were standing for the organization. Nobody hates anybody. We are all crime. We are all families.
For 2 minutes. Why Jeremiah Shaw got angry at a certain point and sent the whole check?
And just mail the check to him. You can have it now. I'm done. I had it up. I'm fed up.
Some see what thing.
Yes.
I got reliable information that Abba Dodo standing gay.
I saying it
on the phone with Shaw and shot at the man life right. Shaw got angry and sent the whole check to Fred. Reliable. This is from the bottom room now. That part that body that the news are giving you from the room. Yes. Reliable and credible, 100%, 120%. So or Joe, we always say credible information. That's why I made him to send that check. He didn't wait in it like OPM. I also in the money then send a check. No.
It was the pressure.
And from what I gathered today from speaking to him, it made me to conclude that my info, my source told me was right. Because he just said the constant calling, and then you would mail the check, he spent $26 and send a check, and you don't get a $26 back. We want the check.
I did call and Abba Doruni. And then he said, that's what you think. Because you can speak on it because he has already been grilled. And we know those things then. Before my husband Samuel Gerard resigned, when he resigned, I did names and he was posting. We saw all these things. Tag check, to people named it. Our do them, things then. We know names. We got our checks. So how now? I mean, I say he has been grilled, but I respect him. He's a cool uncle, very respectful, and he just found himself in the midst of situation, in the midst of the wrong guys, So it's just unfortunate, and I think, he trying to rectify his mistakes, but not by, claim the whole air it's gonna be a town bomb, So we just take him as it is, and he vowed that he don't want any position. He's not a public, person, not a person that speaks publicly, So. We all that women know to say is let back won't be back on. So that's where we start from tonight with him. He's a true Grenadian. He came back, and we move forward. But the records are there.
We move, yeah. The records are there. The records are there. I will try to get, and this today. I think I'm supposed to bring the cheerleader group.
Which are the cheerleader?
GGA current cheerleader.
Oh, okay. Do I don't.
Etokwe
Oh.
J.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's gonna bring your group. I put it five a little bit, bro. She's gonna put it up. She's gonna have a. She want to speak to the people of Grand County.
Okay.
We're co-chair, and they're gonna talk. All these food things going on here. They're gonna be on top. She's gonna be coordinating things. I don't think she's gonna take Shar because she's cheerleader for Edith, so she probably you think she's gonna, because when Edith is not elected, she's out. So I think she's gonna advocate or campaign for Edith, I think. But she just said, "Oh, we want to come on the show and talk about the community and the process, the elections." But in my mind, I'm thinking, well, maybe so. I won't be surprised if she does Edith, because I mean, it's like I'm a minister in Joseph Boaga government. When they move Boaga, they will move me. You gotta work at the way and pleasure of Boaga. Election time, I will support Boaga. I'll tell the people.
Obviously.
If Gilmore comes, it probably coming with his chair lady.
Of course.
She will be out the door. But I think when Edith wins, she will be able to maintain her, and she will be 2 times chair lady. So I think so. But we're gonna have her on tomorrow, and we're gonna hear from Madam Eto Kwe J.
All right.
I call the name Ja. I think it's JAZ, but they according to. So I made a mistake when we're talking about the time and thing that I would, and she would drive. I think her husband was driving in the car, the phone speaker or whatever, and then I said, Madam Eto Kwe Ja. The guy said, I'm not Ja, I'm J, Prince. You keep saying Ja on the show. No, I'm not Ja, I'm J. I said, oh, so sorry.
Play blind or Jeggy, don't have blind.
Yeah, so I really need that. Eto Kwe J. She gonna be here with me tomorrow, and you can come on to. It's all about GGA. Even though you say you're not going to indulge now, you want to maybe give some time.
Yes, I want to give some time. I'm playing with it. You know, I've been reached out to several times. And I'm still talking with other people. You know, I've been reached out to from both camps, you know. And just like I said clearly, I'm still indecisive and kind of contemplating and trying to see, because I want to make, if I want to come, I want to bring out the right thing. I believe in nothing but the truth. You understand? So
why Jingen Guya saying Idepoa in trouble? Idepoa is in trouble again. Is she taking legal action against former President Yubote? I don't know what you call Yubote. Somebody asked for your president here, woman. Tracy, I don't know that the person
confusing you or conflict.
You see that I don't let fake human being that come here. You need I think they gave that name article or Ghana.
No.
Jeremiah proved, and Jeremiah said the truth.
With proof.
I don't know what it proved. Jeremiah had to show to us. I don't know what so,
yeah, let's see how things will be.
Jeremiah choke a computer, laptop. What you see, you have a bunch of things on it.
That wouldn't conflict with that thing when you said.
Now we're coming to show the show. What's going on with Idepoa in trouble?
Yeah, Idepoa now is showing. So she's threatening our former leaders and now with cease and desist letter.
What the letter?
Reaching on my desk.
Well, can we share it? Can we see it?
Said that. Let me just get you the message for you. You know I call. She sent this cease and desist letter.
She landed from your candidate.
She not learning from our Kennedy, so attitude.
I'm praying I learn the way you can do it.
You know, she's suing our former leader that was in office who she succeeded. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's the yeah.
So where is the cease and desist letter? When I told about the cease and desist I did from Gilman, I showed the letter.
Yeah, the letter coming. I just want to let you know because I know you were close in. So I want to tell you first to break that news. And that the break the news is on your platform. So
well, Jingy want to break breaking news, but
yeah,
until we can see the letter, we can confirm the breaking news. That
okay.
either trying to sue Jane Jibote. Why is she suing the man?
She sent him a cease and desist letter.
What the man was cease and desist from her?
From the statue project, the thing did it recently. So she threatened the mail lawsuit.
What the man did with the statue?
The man collected a few money recently for when they vandalized the statue, that area. The conflict she and the man had. So she went and sent cease and desist.
I think she learned it from Gilmore.
Not Gilmore. She's a current leader, so.
Current leader learning it from past leader or expiring there.
Incoming leader.
Incoming leader, she learning from Gilmore. But that thing when Gene did it, I spoke to him. I told him to stop. Yeah, I told him to stop. They like Joe, we are leadership. They had the pack. That Joe, I don't know how to call it pack, PHP pack or web pack. And
invisible pack.
Invisible pack, no part of government-owned property. Something happened at Joe, we can't say your correct money, so we'll do it. No, the government will take care.
That's wrong.
No more president. Jim, I said had that discussion. I can even show text message between me and James that I told him to stop. I think it was second part of last year.
Does that get it right?
Yes, 100% to do that.
Maybe Jim impersonating.
Yeah.
She got to make that information.
I won't see that. I will call Edith, but if you get it, season disease letter too, you can send it. But I'll call Edith. Because if Jingen Gria is speaking, the guy who's speaking is the treasury secretary on picture that he's on the phone, Conflict. Now Conflict using your own name. Conflict, you need to be, I don't know, you're not a scary woman. What you come with Tracy there here for?
Conflict, you see a wound, you know?
Yeah, you see his own name, you gotta put more on her. How you come on the show with Tracy, something like Alaska, Nina? I don't know. Togoli man married.
You buy John, do sponsor them too.
Yeah, we're waiting for the season to say that for the call. We'll see it, then we'll read it. We'll read the content.
Against our former leaders.
If your former leader impersonating, you go after him and tell him to season.
Why Gemon swing? Why Gemon doing this and disease for? So she coming from him too.
No, but he can't impersonate. He cannot do that.
That's not impersonation. Impersonation means if someone saying that I'm the leader.
We don't know what he's telling those people that keep calling in. I can't call the president.
Who people?
The people who on the ground who is sending the money to. The other time they had the flags and the writing on it. He went around collecting money to do it. It's the project is GGA project. It's not you would.
It's not project.
That's something he has to understand. That's something you guys have to tell him to who's supporting him.
No, yesterday. So you want to tell me if something happens in Grand Jide as a citizen of Grand Jide, you don't have right to spend money?
Or something that is owned by you. I will spend money and go for your.
You're supposed to be doing that. Why did you wrong? Because you wasn't supporting your camp?
I will not go spend money to pay your hot Jingy. So don't tell me that I don't want to, and I'm ready. Jingy, that's how to do it. I told Jingy to stop.
When you say it is not right, it doesn't mean that why Jinty as a great Gideon as a citizen is in violation.
I cannot take money now, your hotspot, your room, or I say I collecting money to go put room or we're consulting you.
The grand Gideon or either boy. You know that you now is not for GGA, you know that, right? It was turned over officially to the county government.
Yeah, but it's still being managed by GGAA. The county government.
I will call this on
We'll have another show on
For
that.
this tonight, because I don't know what Jikin is speaking here tonight, and I think he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, but he's doing it because James Yugote is supporting and endorse them. So that's why he's doing it. But when he's talking in his own mouth, it's not sweet, but you're talking it. So I'm gonna call this a night, okay? It was nice being on here.
Okay, but the administration get somebody to say, man, don't touch my house or don't touch this platform, don't touch this thing. If you're getting off it, you don't expect me to get or either get and be calling meeting, collecting money in GGA or calling anything. We know you former leader. Once you get and do these things, they will know she's former leader. So obviously she got her supporters. You have to know the atmosphere. You didn't leave with peace, you know that. You are in Demoy.
So Jane level what?
Gene never left with peace. We were there. The police got to go in the hall. Where the people go do election? Then he say Gene level.
So you mean Gene not live with peace? That's what you say?
Gene didn't live with peace. If Gene live with peace, they will bring police to pull us out from in hall.
No, they will bring out police for different things, not for James.
The police were there while we were voting. When we were casting our ballot, police were there.
But I was there too. They were not for James.
Why were police coming? I said he didn't live with peace. There was an argument in the process. The bull, James, all that one. You didn't see that? The police were there. Number one, the last time we go for election, what police do or we in the hall, what police can move from in the hall.
All right, I'm sending you the screenshot of the letter.
Okay, send it so I'll read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send it on your WhatsApp.
Send it my WhatsApp.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
The letter was signed. It came out 2/24. 3/20. It came out 2024. Mr. Yubote. Who wrote the letter? A letter to cease and desist from an authorized fundraiser and submit collected funds to GGAA. I hope all is well with you. The impunity that you and other past leaders enjoy from this organization due to own this organization and the organization is over. You turn over the funds, or we will instruct Grand Jira Association, Grand Jira that donated to this cause to request a refund and pursue legal action against you for fraudulently collecting money on the organization's behalf. You are an educated man and you understand that the statue is not your personal property. Why then you, as a private citizen, use your personal money to build the statue or solicit funds as a private citizen to build it? The statue was built by the organization and will be maintained by the organization. We are not going back and forth with you either. You should know better than that. Best regard, Mr. Tom Money, partner. This letter was written on March 25th, 2024, a year ago. You're just seeing a letter. I think that's the right thing that he did. I think that's the right thing he did to tell James last year to cease and desist. Bobby, I come in, delete that stupid person coming. Some of the stupid thing and what did I do around here? Get all the bullshit thing and they say they're doing juju. Let me delete a comment from on here and blocking. Yeah, I think a comment more. I remove a comment. Good. He's been blocked. He's not gonna come back here. A new one. So when I serve as this community board chairman now, after I leave, while in June or July, I'm gonna leave. Then I start doing things again like board chairman. No, they got a new for people that had to do what they got to do. Jane need to understand that. The building statute agree with appreciated that. GGA Grand they put money there. They build a statute 225,000 when the statute according to him. We don't see complete or comprehensive financial report, but he said that money robbery towards that. So, but something happened to the statute. Let the people who there, let the contact the current administration. Period. It told the current administration and it taking time to do it. I mean, I don't understand. And when he was doing it, that time I tested him. I told him to stop. He's not the main person to do that. Let the administration go ahead and do that because I won't be okay when I'm president. Other people, yes, people, I guess, someone else come after me and start doing things. So I would not like it. So I told him after this whole statute thing started, I sent him text message to stop. It's not good. Yeah, my text here. Yeah, right here. It was March 24th. You see that? Yeah. When he sent me the list of people, March 14, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. He sent me names of people who donating to the renovation or wherever the statue. And then what I said right here. If you are watching Jenkins, I don't know if you're not showing group or Jenkins, if you are watching, this is what I said to James. I said, please try to get the GGA National Administration involved. Then I told him thanks. Then he wrote back. This is what he said. How he wrote the GGA since February and no interest time is taken. So SKD should be neglected or because of no response. It's acting like the statute is for him. I told him again. And this is what I told him on the same day. So I just said it here again. Hey man, what is not showing good? I said you are seeing as undermine the leadership of GGA. That particular statute is not your personal project. Stop it. That's what I told him. The flare will be back up before May 6, 2014. I said continue your actions. And I told him, say, okay, those flare will be up. So I told James. Jenkins, James. And that was last year, well, year ago, 14. So today is 16. So today is 17. And so it passed. So I told him, we'll discuss it. So I told him, and we discussed it. We drove all around for that statue to be put out. We're not doing it for our personal statue. And I told him to stop it. I told him to stop, and he damn it. Those days, man. On the room. Yeah, was it? Stay tuned. Once it comes from the borders room, it got to be true, realistic. Yeah, those days with the border room, man. Well, we were the border room. Where were you? There was Joey just sent me this from the border room. April 24th, 2016. Yeah, for their effort to keep Daniel Pine on GGA Bowl fails. Flan stands his ground. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa seen it. I told him, I said, he was mad at me. So why is talking about it now? Yeah, that's the point now. Like campaign time now. The thing where the road says March of last year, he's just bringing it out here. Maybe that because it was said last year, so maybe Gilmore saw it too and use a cease and desist. Politics, my people. Politique. Dina doubt it. He said, why is he talking about it now? Well, so I have to leave. I don't know, Black Jesus Craig, send me Black Jesus Craig, my about to do and I get Black Jesus Craig. Now Jesus Craig on your I don't know, somebody saying, I don't know what they say, and what you guys say, well, Mary Johnson, but I will go listen to your kids. Your kid was hot today again on the thing, talking to the bar. Your kid, I know your kid now. Your kid, we won't. I want to see the United Party people in to tell us. Your kid full of more than anyone run away. Yeah. Your kid full of more. Your kid, man, PDP, Udi, Kodidi, Ukrigi. Your kid, Koruba. Your kid was hot. Your kid, hard. You see, Joseph Boga. I don't know, Joseph Boga overthrow.
You. Tell them they're very stupid, they don't do it. If you don't do it, you're very stupid, you're sting up. Now what your web left before because she wants you born baby outside, you want to do DNA, you found out enough for you.
This is the majority plus.
To hell with that thing, man. Ask me who are? Who? Rachel Kun. To hell with him.
Yeah, that's a need to suspend you, but Rachel
Tell them they're very stupid, they don't do it. If you don't do it, you're very stupid, you're sting up. Now what your web left before because she wants you born baby outside, you want to do DNA, you found out enough for
you get Koruba there. You get Koruba. They say you get drink Lego. I want to see when you get drink Lego. I know fear. You take a boy, I think a boy got to be taking something. There's no way you get a fear on that car or day. You either boil no car then drinking the water or the damn thing or some kind of thing you get doing. Ain't no straight human being will be doing what our guy can be doing. I beg you. You know, what the man was clear on car. The man have press conference today. So the walk man. You can just dealing with them left and right and things like that. Yeah. I will go look for where you can. They say you can. When you get into do those things, we are man. Those I was in Liberia during the registration process, the period. I mean, and people left their areas. I registered to in Liberia, and we went to Kennedy that morning to register, and people were leaving from there going to District 10 to go register. They said they're going to register in Yeke's district to vote for Yeke. You're feeling voting for Yeke now. You get tired. You lean your more. Then you say you're very, why you're very. I beg you, yeah. You get lean in the more pardon, you get who say you get say out. You get not taking no kush. You get no drink. You get no get high. You get no take kush. You get straight. Oh, the time you were causing job we are then you're not taking kush that time. Eh? When Joseph got elected that time, he started drinking kush or taking kush. I don't know what the guy said Yeke did today, but Yeke was not for fun today. Obu prepare ga monyon di bon na neko. You know what they call nyon di bon na neko? Conflict, you know what they call bon na ne? You know what they call ko? Or Yeke or drink, you know, drink. You cannot take no kush. You cannot take no kush. You get taking insulin. How you be taking insulin, then you be taking for a diabetes, then you be taking kush. You cannot take no kush. You is you Yo, like we want. Yo, like we go and carry. We finish living you now. You get for your more. They won't kill you. All kind of thing. Where won't kill you for? You will call American embassy or yo. And I know you get an American citizen. Let me play my song and go to bed, man. I will see you tomorrow till maybe 10, 11.
Oh, tomai, here we young, we can't hear my sword, I use woman, one. Then, Barney, I know that one will be a more oblivious. One, tomai, and a general, do I go? Barney, I know that I was a mobile, so that one my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, 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 you.
The one who can release the money is the one that get the name in the town. Now, when you can release the money, the people call your name. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have the cheerleader here tomorrow. The national cheerleader of the Grand Leader Association will be my special guest tomorrow. We're going to be talking GGA politics. Good night.